like diarrhea. I'm not sure.
So the stream heard that. That was the first thing they heard this time.
That's honestly like, if like what you know how they say like you are what you eat. Like what if every food and drink?
What you going on about?
And
Hey guys, we're back. Welcome back to the game, everyone. In the last session, you should overtalk Tark right now. Tark's gone feral, man. In the last session, you all arrived at the. In the last session, you all arrived at the Pyramidion. They're marching with Belloir and the many forces of Anorum to attack this location. The artillery barrages began. They found out the Pyramid was immune to external attacks of some sorts and could also project some sort of ability for all of its soldiers and allies across the battlefield. As the fight raged on, many lives were lost in the fray due to very large-scale explosive attacks and like shockwaves and the likes, and artillery bombardments and friendly fire from the Pyramidion. I don't know. I believe like I think like of the ones that survived, I think only 3 of them survived the total fight by the end of it, of the original 72 on the battlefield. But yeah, through a combined effort of your group and the bombardments, you managed to whittle down the forces, even taking out some of the more aberrational specialized units seemingly sent or summoned. As the battle's winding down, your artillery barrage faded away after a sudden burst of this inky, torrential energy that surged across the battlefield for a moment. The artillery ceased in the distance, and after a few seconds, Jeremiah arrived on the battlefield to engage your party and instantly almost wiped out the entire group, banishing, I believe, 3 of you, paralyzing 3, and leaving one of you all restrained against a large black hole-like ability he seemed to have been able to cast. His glyphs all alight. Many different effects currently active on him, and his eyes like dripping this inky, bloody mixture. You fought, and through near death many times, were informed by Belloir that someone should probably try to fix his mind. And it seems you guys were about to go on round 2 of fighting Jeremiah, who was at full health once again. You're like, alright, thank you, Belloir. Let's do that. Ray took Belloir to Jeremiah, and just before he could get the spell to remove the madness off, the black hole absorbed parts of the group again to one space, except for Ray, who maintained his position. No, sorry, Ray was fine. He could use teleport, but the rest of you were like pulled. Some few of you were pulled to this black hole and held there. In the midst, the Pyramid activated once again in the middle of this battle, shooting a few members of your group with the Pyramid's laser defense system, firing a large beam attack at the others, and lastly, in a huge cube, disintegrating parts of the group, which turned Venlin to ash, just as the battle wound down to a conclusion. Jeremiah's madness was reduced, but not before he had already killed those out that survived the fight with his many other large-scale attacks that he had been flinging through the battle through his madness. He returned, confused and very ashamed of what had happened. And in a hastened effort to try and restore Venlin, a wish spell was cast to bring her back from being disintegrated. The spell worked. Unsure of exactly how it worked entirely, but she was brought back. And then through a combined effort of a transmuter stone and the last psi points of Shinra, Venlin awoke on the ground, was restored back to full hit points. You all were thanked by Jeremiah, saying he would somehow find a way to make it up to you in some way, the freeing of his mind, as he should at least repay you for that much for the work you've done. And before we ended the session, Belloir went off to gather some forces to assist in entering the Pyramidion, unsure if the battle's over, getting some more reinforcements and extra hands, and also reporting the ending of the battle. You all turned, entered the Pyramidion, and that's where we left off. Just you guys were entering this large, shimmering kind of distortion field at the door. And that is where I will pick up and move you all to the map as soon as I get this song playing. Oh, but yes, I think it said Ben. Yeah, Ben will be late for the stream. She'll be late. He will be late, arriving, I believe, around 8 o'clock or so. But until then, I am playing Ray and Venlin.
Okay. So, what's the inside? So we just came through a doorway and we're in just like a large space.
1 second here. This is not the Isle music I wanted. This is they're playing the old song again.
Oh, hi.
I was playing the intro song again. That's why I played the intro song a second time. Whoops. That's my fault.
Bad, you know.
But yeah, I will now. The inside of the Pyramidion. Google Docs. There we go. Pyramidion map is over here. There we go. Entering the doors, the interior environment is instantly more comfortable. The floor beneath your feet slightly glow with each step as the arcane workings that keep the base aloft react to the pressure. Benches sit around the interior room that itself appears to be a gathering point or waiting area for personnel. A door sits on either side of the room, and as you enter, you see Jeremiah, while leaving your group, is kind of keeping his hands up to ease those of the many Coven members that are now barricading or blocking this doorway. Arcane lances and shield kind of set up in a phalanx position at the door. As he enters, and you see the large group of Coven members there, kind of tense, confused. Keeps his hands up and kind of takes a few steps forward and goes, "Everyone stand down. We have to discuss things. As the ranking Coven official of this facility, we should surrender for now, at the very least, and make sure there's no further bloodshed." Now kind of look at him for a second. Okay. You've watched most of them lower them, but the one in the back who was kind of summoning things and had seemingly called Jeremiah here still looks at him for a moment quizzically and pauses. And then just nods his head and raises a hand, and all the lances kind of go down. They're still out and active, but they go down and they kind of move from the door away. Feel free to leave us with escorts if you feel insecure of this group. I do not blame the decision. However, do not attack any further Inorum or otherwise members. This battle has been costly for many sides. He turns to face your group and goes, "I will head to the command center and begin discussing with the many officials of this place about what has transpired here. You're welcome to follow me with escorts, or you can wait here for a moment and collect your thoughts." He just begins to walk off.
Now that I'm back, I do want to walk with them. I want to follow.
Okay, I'm just going to open up these doors now. Because there's no fight, I'm going to open up all the doors in this map.
Oh, I'll follow too.
Before I leave, I do look at Eric and Zavari, and you can tell it's definitely not Shinra as he goes, "We will talk about what has transpired when I come back. We need to have a deep conversation about what just transpired."
Alright.
And then I'll walk off.
And you all follow Jeremiah through the many halls. Some doors remain closed and secured under arcane lock and key. But eventually you are led to the command center. And as the doors open and you're led inside, you see 4 more of those like higher ranking ones that seem to be surveying command battlefield at different tables. Entering this room, you see tables covered in documents and magic circles that make up the entirety of the chamber in general. Small stones hover in place above each desk, and faint mutterings can be heard purring in the air of this room, and it seems like this is some sort of hub for communication of sorts. Jeremiah enters the room. The guards kind of step aside, but keep their guard ready. And she goes, "I have to make an announcement across the Coven board. Please patch me in, and I will begin my general meeting."
Can you move me in there? I'm sorry, I messed that up somehow.
All the stones in the center of the room kind of drift towards Jeremiah and kind of surround him for a second. He begins to speak in a faint whisper for a few minutes. And And he concludes, and this one they'll go back, and he goes, "Apologies, I had to relay some information to the many Coven forces around the Isles and Anorum at large regarding what has transpired here. I believe we'll be expecting Belloir sometime soon."
Are you the highest ranking Coven member?
Currently in this facility, yes I am.
But
No, I'm not. It is only due to my stature as the head of research that I am of this, station. The ones you see in this room around you are of higher rank than I am by technicality speak.
Where else are there Coven on this island?
On this isle, there are no other locations. We have wayfinders stationed in small encampments around the isle for scouting, but there are groups that are hard to locate, as that is their job to not be located. I will summon Belloir to a meeting chamber. I should find us a meeting chamber. I will clear out the foyer area, and we will have Belloir meet us there, if that works with you all.
That works for me. As long as there's no further bloodshed, I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
Very well. I'll just move you all back there. As you kind of follow him back in there, we'll move Belloir there. Or I will move first. Coming through the door, about half an hour later, you all can have a short... Those, I believe, almost can get an extra... Are Eric and Zavar can get a short rest in half an hour, so... Those, no, it's an hour they get a short rest. So yes, after about... No, it's half an hour, yeah, I was right. Everyone, a short rest
Can I
is
get my
an
hit
hour.
points up?
Sure, yeah, you can get that fine.
Also, could I sending Jir
Sure.
while we're sitting in the room? I just ask hey, are you all alive? Please say you guys are alive. That's it.
Alright, during your rest, you send that message out as... I'll keep him here. He's gonna stay here at the door. This guy's gonna go find a medic somewhere. He's dying. He's gonna go chill over in this room. Let me go over here real quick. I will grab him. As this message kind of goes out, and Jeremiah is speaking with the higher over there in the room, you guys are kind of... I guess I'll put you over in this... Just in this corner here, chilling. I'll put Ray over here, I guess. Also chilling, but in a more broody area. The doors of the pyramid open up, and a familiar small scouting team that had survived the conflict enters the building.
Oh. Nice!
Jeremiah looks over to them and kind of walks over to Jir and kind of puts a hand on his shoulder. And they begin to talk for a moment. And the rest of these folk are gonna... Yeah, they're just gonna chill there. And they kind of speak for a few minutes. And then Jeremiah and Jir walk back over to you all. As this group kind of stay by the door, still on edge, but not combative by any means. Everyone's just kind of a bit on edge right now at this current moment. I take it you all have met Jir in the past from what I've heard and been informed of.
Where do we know him from? Out of a game?
He was alright.
Was he there when we went in that temple?
He was like the new coven.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Is he under Jeremiah? Or not Jeremiah, under Belloir? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's the one who you cast time stop and you used the carpet and you got him away.
In the castle with the princess?
No. Out in the towns. He was like running away from a bunch of guards. surrounded and you cast time stop.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Mm.
Well, it's good to see you again, Zir.
Yeah, it's good seeing you all again. I would have joined the fray earlier on, but things looked a bit rough. And
Yeah.
we're not really a big combat capable team at all times.
As he says that, I look at him and say,
Yeah. It was.
honestly, I feel like it was safer that you didn't interfere.
We were nearby though, in case things got really bad. We would have came and helped.
What a waste of a spell slot.
Okay.
It's thought that matters.
But I'm glad things seem to be getting rectified at the very least.
Seems. We'll have to see. I'm not entirely sure how everything's going to go down. Jeremiah, you were, what, under the old one's influence?
Yes, I was.
Disconcerting that someone of your power can be influenced by him, but good to have you back again. Do you think that others in the Coven still are going to side with the old one, even if you help us? Do you think we can steer them away more peacefully?
With the broadcast I just put out, I'm hoping that there will be no need to ally with the old one, but there are some who follow the Coven Monarch himself and not the old one. And if the
Right.
Coven Monarch still believes the old one's path is the way to go, or by some sort of other means is forced to believe the old one's path is correct, they will still follow the Coven Monarch to the best of their abilities.
Is there a way we can help him if he is forced to believe that?
The same way you
Or is
helped
he
me,
completely
I
out of
suppose. He's
Alright.
far stronger than I am, that's by correct assumption. He is the one in charge of all of us. It was rumored that he was one of Bial's protectors eons ago. Eon is a long time, years, thousands of years ago.
Right.
And as such he wields
Where is
powerful
the mind?
artifacts of the past.
Artifacts of what kind?
A mighty blade bestowed power by the All himself. Armor, many boons. Powerful natural abilities. Or I guess unnatural abilities if you're going by that logic.
those robes you were wearing?
He has no need for robes such as those. The gear is far greater. It was gifted by the All, not the Old One. But he's also less focused on casting than I am. He is an adept martial combatant. But he has ways of handling those at a range as well, which makes him fearsome nonetheless. And respectable more than anything.
Indeed, he sounds respectable.
Hopefully we can go this peacefully, although I don't have high hopes, and it does resort to force being our only means of stopping the old one's influence on the Coven. It doesn't sound like it'll be easy.
By no means. Jir, have your group get something to eat. You all have been out on your own for a long time. And just kind of nod and walk off.
Can you tell us
They must
more
be
about
hungry.
this temple, this place, the power it holds?
The Pyramidion, it is an old relic of the first war they all raged. There were many Pyramidions in the past, actually. This is the last one that remains. They were used as sort of moving fortress that could attack and defend with ease. Most were destroyed and lost. Forgot how exactly. It's old history, but this one remained. Found on Batep, buried in the sands, was brought back and utilized as a sort of base for us, our main outpost, where all communications and planning are handled.
What are the names of like the other realms in the sky that we can see? I forget exactly what they're called. There's like the tree, for example, that you can see from.
Oh, the Evertree.
Yeah, the Evertree, and there's also like I think there's like other like islands, I guess you'd call it, kind of floating.
There are a few other landmasses that I am aware of, at the very least. Not many, but I know of a few. I have been to one, or two, I suppose, in recent months.
Can the Pyramidion travel between them?
It takes extreme energy to do such a thing. I do not believe so. The group I previously arrived here with had to defeat fragments of the core 4 primordials to breach that veil. They also had a very advanced...
Before the all, did they?
What was the question?
The primordials came before the all, right?
By technicality speak, they did, yes. The all came after AO, of course, as everyone knows. Primordials came around the same time that AO did, a bit after, I believe. But they were sealed away in fragments after they were defeated long ago.
In temples?
Not in temples, no. Some were guarded by powerful celestial beings of a land far from here. One was locked in a tomb beneath a mountain. And the last two, I forget exactly where they were, but they were scattered about various places.
Finding that power again be unlikely, if not impossible, if they've already been found.
Oh, they've been taken. My group had in their possession the 4 primordial gems, but they were hunted down to this plane by those who seeked for another entity's rise to power. And last I heard of, they were taken and not been seen since.
Is that what brought you here originally? Searching for those gems?
Originally, I brought this party here to find a way to defeat the entity back where the other group had come from. We had the gems for the protection of that place, for if all gems were in one place again, they could bring back those fragmented primordials to their former strength, and fighting that entity and 4 primordials and whatever else was against us, it was already near impossible odds. Couldn't have it go any further than that. I do hope they're okay.
So what is it? I think we may have didn't we meet some people from the old party?
You did indeed.
Yes. What was their names again? I forget.
Noko and Kostra.
No problem. We may have. Would we know of their connection? I forget if they told us at all about their past.
They work for the Coven. They were working for the Coven. They knew Jeremiah.
Right. Oh, okay. We came across Noko and Kostra, I believe, just out of weird.
And they are all right, alive and well.
They were the last time we saw them. Did they go into? I'm looking at Zavari and the other people. They in the custody of the kingdom, or were they released?
I believe so.
I think last time we checked, they're in prison, or plan to be.
Yeah, I think they're still in the custody.
Right.
Yeah. We haven't checked on them in a while, though, so...
I don't think we can.
Well, not anymore.
The door's
Why
open.
is it not anymore? Why is it not anymore?
They're in jail, Divine.
Because
Yeah,
we're not...
but-
Because
but
we're
I
not...
feel like
Well, also
I feel like
because we're
after
not
everything
in the
that
best,
happened-
like, standing with the kingdom.
if they want peace between the Coven, honestly, I feel like we should probably make a deal about bringing them back into the Coven so they can live in peace at least.
Belawar walks to the front doors at this point. And Jeremiah and him meet up and kind of begin quietly conversing across the room.
Dap up. Secret handshake.
Like the seat, Dylan, you son of a bitch. The little fucking class of arms. Well, they talked briefly when you guys first fixed Jeremiah, but now having an in-depth conversation. It seems like they're catching up. He's being updated on things that have transpired in the past few months, probably. Okay, only occasion they both take glances in your group's direction, then go back to talking again. While that's happening, what are you all doing currently in this room?
I'm gonna turn the party and say, what? Okay, now that we're here, what is our objective? I guess we have some information on the function of the Pyramidion.
I think the first thing we need to do is to make sure the Coven and the Empire is in good standing.
Yeah, we might be going to jail after this, but at the very least, we need to make sure that they're they're allied.
And then after I say that,
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Eric, Zavari,
Yeah. What did it do?
I'm very disappointed in the situation that has happened during the war.
Oh.
But I will say, Eric, why did you dismember those people we fought?
Maybe I was lost in the moment, but Belloir told us not to kill, and I tried. I did not want anyone to get back up afterwards and cause us any issues.
I understand that, but just the way you handle it, it's with your godlike abilities, you shouldn't go towards that mindset.
From where I come from, he's lucky that he's not dead.
Well, with
Someone
great
in the wild would be a
great power
fool.
comes great responsibility, Eric. And the way you handle yourself out there showed that your current mindset should not be handling such power.
Responsibility.
Where you
for
came
one's
from
safety and
where you came
one's
from, it shows that.
situation
I'm
varies
sorry.
Responsibility of one's safety to their situation varies. If I could have done less to make sure that if those people got back up, that maybe I could have and maybe I should have. But again, where I come from, my understanding is that life is fleeting. And if you don't take precautions, your life can be taken as quickly as you can take another's.
Eric, but we all know you're stronger than them.
You can't say that we did not get out of that fight by the skin of our teeth, but not by the skin of our teeth.
But it wasn't
Many
because
of
of
the ways that could
them.
have gone.
What we struggled against was Jeremiah. If things have went
Many
wrong
make
between
the
us
whole.
and Jeremiah, it's understandable.
Many
But
make the
Eric.
whole that is the covenant. You can't pick and choose who your enemies are. I understand that you are friendly and tend to make friends wherever you can. It's in your nature, but
Don't get me confused with
Mine comes from a
Shinra,
place
Yeah,
Eric.
this is Uriel. This is Uriel.
I would say still maybe
Yeah.
share some similarities.
I understand that Shinra can be quite friendly with people. And I somewhat don't like that too much about him. At the same time, it shows that his heart is kind. I will work on that to make sure at least he shows responsibility. But we're not talking about Shinra at this moment. We're talking about you, Eric, at this moment. We'll work on it, Eric. We'll work on it. Zabari!
Uriel.
That magic was a bit unnecessary. I understand it was a lot of enemies, but that was a lot of lives you took.
I mean no disrespect, Uriel, but you know just as well as everyone else in this party that I wouldn't take a life if I wasn't forced to. We were overwhelmed.
I understand that, and that's why I'm being a little more easier on you than I am with Eric.
Listen, you can't
You need to work. Here, this is all I have to say. You acted a little too fast during the situation. I understand it was a lot going on, but just like how powerful Eric is, a bit more powerful, but you have magic and have capabilities above all others.
Uriel, I can't choose to use my magic non-lethally. I made a choice in the moment between you and, at the moment, a bunch of enemies. I chose you all.
Uriel just lets out a sigh.
Alright, listen.
We would
I
just
don't
have to work
if
on
I could
this.
if I could find a way to make sure my magic was non-lethal, I would do it in a second.
We'll talk more about this later. And Eric, all I ask is please don't dismember people like that in the moment.
Come on, man, you were cutting limbs off and shit.
Try.
Bellows comes over here. Bellows standing there. Jeremiah walks back. I have discussed things with Bellois, and as thanks for your assistance, I will ensure that your group is no longer viewed as hostile by those I can communicate with at the very least. If those I can speak to no longer attack you, I consider our debt repaid, and I will do nothing more.
Like
Let's
that.
go bow to Jeremiah.
On behalf of the Covenant and Jeremiah. Is he here?
Jeremiah's
Yeah.
he's right here next to you guys.
I'm not sure. Did we mention that they were? Did either of you guys mention when you're talking about Kellic and?
Ooh, should we mention that right
Not
now?
Kellic. Not
Like-
Kellic. Too. Sorry, I forget his name already. The guy's part of Jeremiah's party.
Akari? No, Jeremiah's party.
His team that we talked to that are in custody now.
Ray, not Ray. Kostra and... What the fuck is his name?
No, I would say I'm not sure if Jeremiah knows, but part of your party currently is in the custody of the kingdom.
I'm aware of what has happened to my party. And I was informed by Bellois that it is partially your group's responsibility for that matter in the first place, is it not? Your group
What's it?
did lead to
Excuse
my...
me?
Your group led to my party's loss of members, if I'm correct in my information.
Mm-hmm. Did we?
I am told one of you informed the kingdom of our location, Batep.
Is that
We know
so?
that I don't think we know that Venlin did that.
No, well, you were told in the court. No, Velen said in the court, actually. It was,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
there in front of
Yeah.
the royal, the guards and everything. Or told to Akari was told this information, to be precise, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, was Shinro there?
Everyone was there.
Okay, I was just absent during that D&D session.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
During which one? Sorry, I disappeared for a second.
What's the question?
What were we talking about 5 seconds ago?
Oh, your group got Jeremiah's team captured.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, at the time, we were just trying to work against what we saw as a threat. The Covenant working with the old one. I apologize now for putting your team at risk and in danger, but
I
It's
understand.
something we have to act on in the moment.
I do understand your precautions against hostilities. It was soon after the events of Arcanus, from what I recall.
Mm.
And as such, I can see where you had come from. But if you had means to reach me beforehand, I had given you the means to contact me prior. If there was an issue that had transpired due to Arcanus and you wanted information on what had transpired and why before crippling my attempts at stopping the old one, I would have appreciated that a lot more.
Did we know at the time that that was Jeremiah's party?
No.
Fair enough. Well, now it seems we could have a more favorable relationship. And maybe we can get their party out of what we put them into. The least we can do. To look to Belawar. Is that something we can ask for?
Well, Bill's across from right now. He's currently waiting by the door right now.
Oh.
I will use my telepathy on Balawar. I was like, Balawar, can you come over here for a second? There's a question we would like to ask you, and I'd rather ask it out loud.
Laura gets off the wall, walks over to the center of the group.
Yeah, as he's walking about, I go, Eric, you can now ask your question.
For all the concessions you've made for us on behalf of us for the to the kingdom for us, I'd like to ask one more thing, maybe in conjunction with Jeremiah's cooperation currently, that Oscar and his forget the other dude's name. Oscar and other members of Jeremiah's team be let out of prison. Now that
They are currently not imprisoned. They work as people's guardsmen at the moment.
They do?
thing,
Yes, they
That
built
like a
us a
Jeremiah.
new medical center and an orphanage to repay for the crimes they committed. Of
Yeah,
their
yeah,
own
like a
volition
Jeremiah.
as well.
seems like your party already is taking steps to clear their name. Does that seem fair to you, Jeremiah?
As long as they're alright, I'm okay. I do hold, of course, some personal gripes about what has transpired and the events that took place and the choices made, or that were forced to be made. But seeing as things have calmed down and there's room for understanding and growth, I accept this.
I think there's much more we could ask for ourselves. All right. Well, I guess we could better get back and secure what we've captured here and relay any information if you haven't already apart back to the kingdom.
He's already walked away at this point.
One day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as Battlewise walking away, I'll walk away as well. I'll let my party deal with Jeremiah. I do want to talk to Battlewise.
Just so you all are aware, as of this moment, the Coven is no longer a faction at play. We have effectively surrendered. I'll have to inform the
What if
many
they're connected
members.
with the old one?
It is the ones that continue fighting that we will now work for the Old One and the Monarch. Those I can convince to surrender. We'll try to remain a neutral faction and hopefully not suffer harsh consequences. I have spoken with Belloir about relaying potential conjoinment of factions with the kingdom, perhaps making a Coven a branch of enormous military might or research department of sorts.
Smart.
It'll be a work in progress, and he will tell you why, as I have spoken to him about a great many things. And if Belloir deems you all worth the information I have relayed to him, he can possibly assist you all with finding more information about getting you all back home.
That would be favorable.
You must speak to him first. He is not quite ecstatic about how things went. But I do thank you. And I will not face the old one once again, as my mind is still compromised, potentially. So I wish you luck. And if you choose to face the old one, you can contact me whenever you would like. I open the Pyramidian's communications to your group. We will contact you, and you can contact us here.
Thank you. Well,
But do not rush things. The old one has grown strong, and our lack of movement since months prior. If you are going to make a move, make it with caution and finesse.
how far back do you think this surrender sets the old one?
Not very. The largest PC loss on the board was myself.
Right.
But again, if he wanted to face you all directly, he could have very well done so. I think he sent me to taunt you all for your failure of sorts. But I can understand the creature's mind. I will not even try to, for he drives me into madness, trying to comprehend such a thing.
Then we may have some questions about some questions for you about getting home, but they can wait. We can contact you here though.
Yes, I have work to do. I must
So we get
rally all
back
of...
from Belvoir.
I will rally the coven that I can and relay communications across all of our members regarding Betep and the Pyramidian.
Good. Alright. I'm gonna go to find Belvoir, ask if there's anything he needs from us here, or if we should head back.
Alright, before you that, Shinra, you follow Belvoir. What are you with Belvoir, Shinra?
Yes. As he leans against the wall, I also lean against the wall, and I go, Belvoir, I do apologize for all that. has
We will talk
transpired
outside.
Oh, we're so dead!
We're in trouble.
As the group walks over, he turns and walks up the shimmering field of the Pyramidian. Where's the... There's the
That's
map.
nice. Yeah, going straight to jail when we get back to salvation.
I just copied new
No,
tokens
we're gonna go on trial
Oh,
first.
right. Eric's aura is still up. Hang on, let me get rid of your aura real quick, Tarek. It's like, why is there a gold aura here?
It should be. It hasn't been an hour.
I know, but just because thinking about it won't be effective for the... There's no combat happening currently, is the point of it, though. It's just for me to see things on combat right now.
I've made it.
Oh, hi!
Hey!
Wonderful.
You missed so much.
No, I
No,
didn't.
your voice is back!
No, it's actually not that bad. I just talk low.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. You really like when Vedlin talk like this. Yeah.
No.
Did
He's got.
I miss sick Vedlin?
He wasn't
sick
just
Chris,
Vedlin
like
dying.
saved
He
it.
was just sick.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, Gabe, when am I getting that
It was like a
character
whole
sheet?
bit.
You have to watch the VOD. It was so bad.
The bot is so long.
like he was talking in character. It was like kind of serious, and I had to like mute myself because I would just be laughing.
I don't want to hear it coming
So
from
what I'm
someone with purple
hearing-
skin.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
So what I'm hearing is that I just have to wait for Vedlin to almost die again.
No, Smoker Venlin's never coming back. No.
No, I want to hear it at least once.
Go watch the VOD. You get hours of it.
The VOD is so long.
Skip through to the good parts.
I mean, that whole fight was the good parts. To be honest,
It was a
Same thing.
it's crazy.
But we do
Liam, we can
have. Oh, I was just gonna tell Christian that we do have contact with the Pyramidian now.
I'd hope so. We have Jeremiah in there.
Yeah.
I was worried that something important and diplomatic was going to happen while I was
Yeah, and
gone.
we'd fuck it up.
I literally told Gabe, hey, wait, you guys aren't going to do any important conversations that might be really bad if someone doesn't talk right, huh?
Like attacking the princess.
He said no.
Park.
He stuttered. He said no with a stutter. Started memeing.
I mean, like, we
me and
didn't fuck it up.
I'm still
He
angry
started
about the
memeing
wish
it.
I didn't get in campaign 1.
Tark wanted that wish real bad, man.
I wanted that. I could have been a god so much earlier.
I could have been a god.
You know, Gabe, what if someone wishes for permanent haste?
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, I cast it right now. When we roll my D100, I'm a permanent haste.
No, yeah, you could lose wish forever, but like you would have infinite 2-turn actions.
I think Gabe would like finesse it in a way. I think there would be like a downside.
no, that guy was literally could have given us any
Oh
wish.
yeah.
And you guys were like, oh, maybe make the war not so bad.
You know, I think I remember that being mostly a Zasheda thing.
Uh-huh.
Still angry at
I
the
was in that goddamn temple. Did all that work. I didn't even my goddamn wish.
And it ended up biting us in the ass anyway. Like,
It did.
No, it helped the outsiders out a bunch, though. Good job, guys.
Yeah, the other party got weaker enemies because of you guys. Good job. You made their enemies weaker. It was great.
That's like most wishes, though. Like most wishes end up biting you in the ass.
Yeah, meanwhile, my wish just went through, and now my party is demigods. Let's go.
Pyramidian closes and
oh,
locks. The Pyramidian closes and locks behind you guys.
Yeah, what happened in there?
Jeremiah said that he's gonna try and make the coven as neutral as he can, and the debts were paid. And said, get on out of here.
yeah. Jeremiah said he's not angry, he's just disappointed.
Belawar.
Yeah.
Disappointed in us?
Oh yeah, Bellawar's
Yeah.
not too happy though.
Belor's very pissed at us right now.
Because we...
You guys walk
I wonder
outside.
why.
I'm very mad.
You guys walk outside as the pyramid kind of closes behind you. He turns to face you all.
Backhands on him.
I'd like to explain to him what happened during that fight just now.
What happened?
He turns and you see him like turn to the many bodies across the battlefield.
Actually, as he says that, Shadow's just gonna step to the side. Shadow's just gonna step to the side and just look at the group.
I understand some things must be done, of course. The bombardments were inadvertently fired here and cannot be controlled. The Pyramidians friendly firing wide-range attacks. Jeremiah's powerful casting cannot be avoided. But many things could be avoided. And I watched men barely standing, blown away by explosions, or shocked by lightning, or having tremors sent down their spines, bones broken, tendons cut, hands of casters removed. Unnecessary
that last
brutality.
What?
And
Bro,
again,
I killed 2 people,
there's no
maybe.
guilt in Eric's eyes.
and again, I
killed
I
no
understand again that things have to be done to ensure survival. But from expertise with wizards, I believe is what you're called around your place, from Mayor Messiah, there is a wide arsenal of tools you can use to not kill dozens of people. I believe when you came believe when you came to me as a apprentice, you wanted to find versatile ways to not kill your enemies, is what I believe the hope was. Plenty of spells that do not kill, but maim or incapacitate. Abilities you can use to paralyze, blind, stun, anything. But again, I take everything that happened with a grain of salt because of what the event was and what was being fired overhead from both sides. But many things could have been avoided.
I would say I only cast one spell that actually killed people. All of my other spells were on people that I knew would survive the hit or on creatures that weren't living beings.
Zvar, you killed 13 people.
Gabe, you were
It
keeping
was one
track?
spell. I think we were overwhelmed. We were overwhelmed. We were so overwhelmed. And everyone was in melee, and I thought we were all gonna die.
Venlin, you killed 5. Ray cut a man in half. Moments into the battle, all of this happened. Within a few seconds, you all broke under pressure.
I cannot speak for any of my other party members' actions, but the moment that I did kill a mere 5 people was in an attempt to injure the many others around us.
A mere 5. Your group right now without Ray is a mere 5. It stings hearing it that way, doesn't it? If I had killed a mere 5 being your group, it'd be far different, wouldn't it?
Far people that on their own would have stopped at nothing to kill us themselves.
Belor, how many do you know in the kingdom on the other island
From the battle alone,
would not for a second survive on this battlefield against the same people we killed? Is it not because of them that we come out here to protect? Is it not because of those people that we are trying to save this realm to a degree from the old one, from the chaos we built?
it is precisely because of those people that I'm disappointed. They fear you because you can kill so many, and you prove them right. I cannot back you up anymore. I cannot vouch for you as innocents who do things with precaution in mind.
How many dissidents of the kingdom were killed by their own rulers?
As he says that, I go,
that not
that's
something
not
you
the
would want?"
point. That's not the point Belawai is trying to make.
No, but the hypocrisy coming from someone to shame us on the battlefield for merely trying to put through an offense that we know not the end of.
Eric, the point
And they
he's trying
still
to make.
raise swords against their own people is not
Eric.
someone that I can take this comment from lightly.
I know, Eric, but listen, the point he's trying to make is we're already are not in a good position. Balor was tried his best to to back us up, to keep us from jail as long as we could. But all we did was make it even worse on ourselves. We look like animals. We look like killers out there. That was the point I was trying to make in the beginning. I expected more from y'all. Y'all have capabilities beyond anyone else. Of course they're gonna come at us because they fear us, and we were supposed to make a difference, Eric.
If people like myself or Tola or the mayor came to battlefield and flung on our wider scale attacks, I'd be viewed the same as you all. But because I worked to make sure I built things up for the people to make sure they were happy and they progressed, to make sure I could mitigate the damages caused by the past, it is why I'm viewed with such esteem. I strive to make sure lives are not lost. I fight to make sure we can end this civil war, to finish the island invasion as fast as possible, get people home to their families, to reduce the stress. I wanted to vouch for you all, to back you all, to give you support, to say when I saw you in the fight in the battlefield that you did all you could to not kill people, to show you had lives in mind, to spare lives, because if someone had the same power you did and could kill your party in an instant like Jeremiah could, if he was still mad he would not have batted an eye like you did. The exact same people you fought today who would have killed you are why you cannot kill them. They are weaker. They have to kill you to survive. You had the chance to not do that. Them going to kill you. Look where you are now. You stand. Your wounds mostly healed. Most damage done by Jeremiah, the maddened leader. The acolytes cannot kill you. Their lances cannot pierce your flesh as powerful as your slashes could, or as a blast of fire can. Bolt of lightning, a thunder wave across the battlefield. They aren't like you. That is why I wanted to hope that you could be different, so I could vouch for you, to show that the mighty warriors of the outside lands, the outsiders that everyone fears, are different. But I cannot do that now. If they fear you, I cannot say to not, because they are right. You can kill dozens in seconds. Over 60 lives lost in less than a minute. And you still stand. I am not upset because of what you did. I am upset because I cannot help you anymore, and I blame myself. I wanted you all to be great things, to be a bridge between the worlds, to create something new. Not from fear, but from hope that there can be better people out there, stronger than us, yes, but in their strength we find allies.
We are dealing with a chaotic force that works outside of our normal laws, that will stop at nothing to strive at killing us at any means possible. A single one of their men under their control, no matter how broken and beaten and ready to die he is, will not stop until he is dead, due to the corruption being put in his mind. Do you think I have it in me to put the restraint on my hands, to not lay down these things that could easily kill any of us at any moment? There were critical parts during that battle against these so-called normal people that we were very close to dying ourselves, that were only possible to go through and stop because of the healing magics I was bestowed upon by my god. To take these people and use them as examples for us being treacherous war villains is to act as though going in the wild and killing the wolves that are attacking your flock is evil, because you must do it. They were working on instinct. These are not people at the moment. Yes, once we freed them from the mental grasp, they were. But until that point, we could not give them the liberty of sparing because it could cost us our lives. And our lives could not be lost in this battle, or else the entirety of the kingdom could have been.
They were not mad, it was just Jeremiah who was mad. They follow orders like my soldiers follow orders. You're right.
Belawar, I don't want to call you naive or anything, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that if we hadn't used lethal magic, we would not have won that fight at all. And we did avoid killing as many people as we could, but we were desperate at multiple points during that fight.
I have tried to speak my piece, but if you are content and you are confident in your decisions you have made, I will say no more. Just know, in the royal court, I cannot back you up anymore. For morality's sake, and the people's sake.
I think we are prepared to make the case we've just made to you in our defense if it comes to it.
They won't listen to you, because your criminals back were on the mainland.
I thought there was only like 2 of them.
You lost your case when you attacked the princess.
I didn't attack the princess. It was...
It is magic. They don't know your magics here. You've lost your case long before this battle transpired. Just by being who you are.
Now they fear
Alright,
us.
at the very least, I hope that...
We've done what we can.
Exactly.
We've acted in good faith for the most part. We've made our cases. And I think we've tried to act from our hearts without any kind of corruption towards the kingdom, towards any of the other factions, but with the thought in mind of trying to help everyone. And if the kingdom feels that its position now is to target us, then beyond the case we make, that's its position.
We'll deal with the consequences.
So you all are aware, I have been ordered to take you into custody post-battle.
As was negotiated.
I want to believe in your group. I do. I will lose my station if I disobey this order.
I don't blame you for taking orders, Belloar. I know what you're working with.
The problem is not that I'm going to take the order. It's that I'm not going to take the order, in fact.
Huh?
I spoke with Jeremiah. The Coven, for this moment, is a neutral faction that will be dealt with when the King's main forces arrive. And your party, as independents, are wanted fugitives by the Kingdom currently. At this current moment, if I choose to let you go, you will have no other allies on the playing field. Can you bear that weight?
Is there another option?
Not one you like, of course, but yes, plenty of options.
Yeah. I think you can all speak for yourselves. Maybe we've done as much as we can to help. We should move on forward and finding our way back.
Our only way home that we knew we could assure is Tola's research. If we become enemies of the kingdom, there's nothing we can do with that.
You already are enemies of the Kingdom,
With
but
Jeremiah,
Tola
Does
cares
not-
more for getting you all back than anything. She's always loved the idea of outsiders personally. They intrigued her, many possibilities, a whole new world to her. She cannot meet you, as she works for the Kingdom directly. You will be hunted, actively, if I let you go. And I shall be most likely held for some extended time due to my actions.
Could we not set it up in a better light than that? Make up a story of some kind so you don't have to be prosecuted for our troublesome actions of the past.
I am not a Kari, I will not lie.
Suppose.
If I let you...
Does that mean he knows Akari lied?
Everyone frickin' knows Akari lied. Come on, it's Akari. We all think he's really cool and all, but he's just a dude with a gun and tea. Belor is literally the most powerful glyph caster on this plane.
I'll let you choose right now. Do you want to go back to Salvation in cuffs and plead your case? Or I can give you a new heading for right now. Buy you maybe a couple of days before the dogs are on you. And
Laura,
they'll-
can you this question as honestly as you can? Do you think we have a chance if we were to plead our case? From what you know of the kingdom.
From what I know of the Kingdom, I don't know, personally. The soldiers probably would vouch for you, but they are soldiers. They've only seen you fight. The people would probably be against you. Jeremiah cannot vouch for you as he's also a wanted criminal on many counts. You have committed transgressions against the royal court directly and indirectly. It'd be a very tough case to battle. Nearly unwinnable, I'd say. But possibilities always linger, whether you go back and buy yourself some time or find other means to make things work.
as a neutral party, if we were to leave, we have means of communication with the kingdom, if we'd be able to make our case from a distance and reach out, at least to show we have good faith and cooperation with the kingdom, but understanding that there may be bias towards us, so that we're trying to distance ourselves while still trying to cooperate.
You could try to play your case from a distance, but they would still hunt you. They are very adept at it, and I assume by this point, and I'm sorry to hear this from me, I assume they've reformed Akari, and he is probably on your tail as well.
Reformed?
Yes. Reformed.
What exactly does that mean?
It does not matter what it means. It means Akari is after you, most likely at this point. He will find you.
He will kill you.
He might, if he's
How
told
long
to.
do you think we would last before we're found?
If you move right now, I can hopefully buy you a week at the very most before they're within a few days' travel of your group.
Alright, I'm just gonna say out loud right now, I know this is the stupid choice, but I don't want to be put in a position where we're forced to potentially lethally incapacitate members of the kingdom on our run away from them. I know this isn't going to be the popular choice, but I just would like to say that my vote is for trying it in court. But again, don't listen to me. Last time I had an opinion, I wanted to leave a lion guard alive.
I don't entirely trust the legal system of a kingdom that could so easily reform their men.
And both, I don't know if Ray can help us, but Suvari at least. We may be able to hold up in your mansion, no? If you don't let others in. Is there
That
any members
sounds like a
of the
bad
kingdom
idea.
members of the kingdom that we know if they can really
Yeah.
pass through?
I mean, we can only stay inside the mansion for so long.
Well, you already gave Akari. You already gave Akari permission to enter.
I can take it away. With every recasting, I can give and take away permission.
Maybe not as a means of holding up, but as a way of getting off the map, so to say, for periods of time between movement.
I mean, I don't doubt the kingdom is going to have the door surrounded, and by the time the spell is gone, we've got like 100 dudes waiting to counterspell anything we could possibly do to get away. And then not only are we criminals, but we're also runaway criminals.
I think it's a bad idea to make enemies with the kingdom even more. I think we should go.
Yeah, I don't want to have to face the inevitable fight with the kingdom.
Yeah. You know, the kingdom might think we're murderers or anything of this.
Venlin, I don't know if you've been in contact with Aldous. Maybe he could bring us to his home.
I'm always in contact with Aldous.
Well, I don't think the only other person we ever saw there was Jeremiah, right? There was two people that showed up there.
Well, that was Zen's place, yeah. That was Zen's house and fortress.
Yeah, but there were some people that showed up.
No, those were completely different people, man. Those were something else. They were hunting gates.
Right.
I feel like another echelon of problem above what we're dealing with right here.
Right. So maybe Aldous can at least while I'm with them and.
You all should rest regardless. Not at camp, of course. But get some rest. I assume Jeremiah let you sleep within the pyramid in for an evening.
Why not at camp?
I am not in charge of the men there anymore.
Oh, why do we find a place to sleep? We have the mansion.
We do. I just wanted to know why the camp wasn't on limit. I mean, we are
He
planning
just
on.
said that we are fugitives, and he was to bring us in. We would not be friendly.
We're not
to
running
sleep
from
there.
anybody. Oh well, I guess.
Have we decided that we're not running as a group?
I feel strongly against not running.
Okay, so you went to.
I don't want to
think-
run.
It's a proposal to evade the kingdom, at least for a time being, that we can plead our case from afar and make a decision on the severity. Who knows? We don't know what severity. Are we going to be jailed, or will they sentence us to death?
Oh, we don't do executions. That's no problem.
Or will they sentence us to brainwashing or whatever it is they did?
No, not your group. You'd be locked away for a long time, possibly.
Which does nothing good for anyone. One of the only powers in the entire realm that can possibly stop how bad things are really going to be on a cosmic level. And over some laws, you want to put us in a jail cell instead of utilize our actual power.
Sort of my decision.
So, again, I think if we can, I think for the time being, we make ourselves scarce to find and cooperate as much as we can with the kingdom beyond being imprisoned for decades, if not longer.
Oh. I want to ask Bellower something. Bellower,
Yes.
do you trust the queen and the princess? Do you trust the princess?
Look at him dead in his eye too.
He's wearing a mask currently. Just like glowing pupils right now, so you can see through the mask pretty much at this point.
I'm looking at him
Bellower,
dead on his mask. I'm looking at him dead on
I
his
want
mask.
as much as you can. Because Bellower, listen, I trust that you're a good
trust
person.
you.
Exactly. From what we've heard, we have no trust in the princess, but I do have trust in you.
I've heard a great many things about the princess. I trust her attempts, not her execution.
Alright, well, if we do end up jailed or even killed, I'd want this information to go somewhere. I pull out my notes in character, pull out a notebook, I go, alright, this is what we've heard, we've been in contact with, can I, wait, oh, hold on, I look at the group.
Oh
No, we're gonna have to say all of this if we're gonna plead our case in court. Is that
to willingly detach myself from any awful light that is put upon us by any proclamations made by Zavari. I am an individual person.
We should keep.
Don't tell me no. You can very.
I would say.
I honestly don't know what you're gonna throw out. I
know what she's about to throw out. Listen, Zavari, I know you want to say. I mean, I
Yeah.
trust Bellower for with this information.
feel-
It's not something she used in a case. Right now, the case is not
Listen,
about
but
the princess. It's about us.
I know it's
We
about,
can,
but
we
like,
can't make the princess look like a monster, but still,
Bellower
we still look like monsters.
Bellower sees
Okay.
what he can within his position,
We also
but anything we tell him is going to be used against us. That is also part of his responsibility.
Guys, he's right there. Why are you talking about him like he's not listening?
So,
You can listen to this. Thank you, actually.
Talk about him like he's in the other room.
even him knowing, out of character, even him knowing that we have information.
he's literally right in front of us.
He said out of character. It's fine.
So yeah, out of character, anything we say that we know that we're not telling him is also going to be used against us.
Yeah,
This is
100%.
We're on the side of the highway with cuffs, being read our Miranda rights, essentially. Like,
Yeah.
can be used against court, all this. So we should just take. Look, Eric's going to say, look, let's get rest. Thank you, Bellower. We will consider over the next 6 to 8 hours what we will do, and yeah, we'll either get back to you or something else will happen.
Alright, fine. I look at Bellower and I go, if we do decide to go to court, I want you to watch. I want you to hear our side of things.
I would think the actual inner council of the kingdom would be present for these major court systems.
That's why we'll be on the
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he'll be allowed in. Yeah, so I just tell him, I need you to be there.
I'll do what I can.
And so
Alright.
there's maybe a conversation to be had with Jeremiah for many reasons.
If you all are going to flee, I can give you a heading at the very least, but let me know your decision first.
I really don't want to. I really want to go to court.
I do too.
Because there's so many resources that the kingdom gives us.
We'll message you in
I
the
feel
next
like
2 hours or so. Does that work for you, Bellower?
okay, but
I just don't want our
Out of
names to look
character.
even bad anymore.
Very well.
We're already in a crappy situation right now.
We need to rest anyway, so
okay, but I don't
Wait,
want to
what were
sit
you
in
gonna say?
jail
Out of character,
for
what?
decades. Out of character, Tenna also offered us help if we ever became outlaws.
Yeah, but I really want to stay on the kingdom's good side.
The kingdom wants to kill you. If they could, they would probably kill you.
Oh,
They
100%.
They're
Yeah.
probably going to imprison us as much as if they can.
Yeah, because here's the issue. If we run, like, we have a fighting chance against our case. If we run, that case is gone, and we would be known as, pretty much, I don't even know what you would call it.
Yeah, we essentially
Pretty
would
much,
have
we
been
would-
killed if we
we would no longer have a case, and most likely would just automatically get thrown in jail. And two, they're gonna send a bunch of people, and they have resources.
No, I disagree entirely.
And we know
I think if we lose the case, well, we might be able to.
I believe that would be a bad idea if the entire time we stayed silent.
Okay.
We have multiple forms of communication we can use with people within the kingdom to try to get a better idea of what is truly going on gotten across the minds of people before anything rash is done.
Right.
I mean,
If we
if y'all
get
have those
captivated,
communications, use that shit right now.
If we get captivated, we work on their time, on their rules that they want to apply to us, regardless if that is fair or not.
And we can make again our case as a neutral party for our separation in just through the natural idea that of course we think that we are innocent. That is going to be our entire case, whether we're there or not. And saying that trying to act in good faith from afar shows that we're not just running, but we're trying to get our own interest while also making concessions with the kingdom, whatever they may be, in order to keep our freedom. Because in reality, we don't.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They're
I was gonna say you're right, but
they're our only way home.
not just that though. I agree with like doing good from afar, like having like well intentions, even if we're not like directly into the kingdom. Like that's like, a good thing to do. But I think we've already been doing that. I think if we go and we plead our case, we can explain that to them if we give them all the details.
I think
Because from what they've seen so far,
I think we need to take a step back and realize.
I think they're
that-
desperate to.
Yeah.
they're desperate.
Oh, sorry. I think they're desperate to make villains out of us. They need someone to blame, and we are a very easy target. Because one, we're outsiders. Two, we did technically attack the princess and the queen.
It wasn't an attack. It was a
Technically,
harmless spell.
That could be possible, but there's so many other like that. I think that could be possible, but there's so many other things at play for that even to be like considered, at least at the stage that we're in. I think in character, right? I think Venlin's right, but I think we should talk to Jeremiah a bit more about the magic that he knows of, being the son of Isaiah, right? He is, right?
He's a descendant, not a son.
Oh, okay. Descendant of
Azera is like 1,000-something years old.
Okay. Damn, that man's really loose. That guy fucked. Alright, but we should talk to Jeremiah a bit about maybe what he knows that could get us home. And I think that, at the very least, we should talk about this more. But I feel like the case that both I and Fred made are strong for not going and turning ourselves in. And that we should look at what we can do moving forward that doesn't involve imprisonment, at least even in the temporary, to see how we can again make concessions with the kingdom, show that we have some level of good faith while also wanting to protect our own interests. And I think that coming from if we can communicate directly with the princess, I think from even the rocky conversation we had with her recently, we could share a sentiment of wanting to take measure to keep one's own self and responsibilities of the others around them safe. So even if we come to a verdict where we spend a short amount of time, or we help with the kingdom on other affairs without payment, or something happens along those lines, we can come to that conclusion and still do so while protecting ourselves.
Here's my thing. I agree, but I think maybe we should have like we should try to plead our case, and if that doesn't work, I think that's when we should, like, dip. I think we should try.
I think it'll be very.
It's gonna be so hard to run once we're pleading our case.
We will be pleading our
I
case
know.
already completely magically neutered. I don't know why you think they would
Nice
give us
wording.
such freedoms. You know what I mean.
I don't
am
listen.
currently
I really
stumbling over my
think that we
words.
can win.
I don't. I think we all need to. All of you, myself included, you too, Shinra, you all need to look at yourselves for a second before we take any more actions and stop doing this selfish thing where we act on what we think is right versus absolutely everything else in the world like we have that power whenever we want to. I know what we thought we were doing with the princess was good for everyone, but we only thought that because we think we're right.
It was testing a theory.
It was testing a theory. How selfish is that? Think of everyone's
just
lives
shake my
around
head.
yourself.
I could just shake my head. And I'll just go, I already made my point.
Don't act self-righteous, Shinra.
I am not acting self-righteous.
I just think that all the things.
Either way, we made decisions.
We made decisions that have led to us having a lot more talking to do right now than we ever had before. Only because of the previous decisions we've made is this going to be so difficult to work through.
What can we accomplish without the kingdom backing us?
So much.
Think of all that you've done to get to this point, without a norm itself. How can
All
you be
the
so
information-
powerful but so powerless?
Listen. Damn it. I don't know, okay? It's not that I don't think you're all capable. I don't think we're all. It's not that I don't think we're all capable of accomplishing things, but I don't know. We've never not had some sort of not government. What word am I looking for? I don't know. Some kingdom backing us. We've never not had to just take orders and be told what to do and go do them, and we don't have to think twice about it. We always had people we could trust in charge, and they would tell us what to do, and we would go listen to them, and then the problem would be solved. We've never just been off on our own.
We should count ourselves lucky.
That makes it even worse that all we've been doing in our own personal decisions has been basically causing chaos in a kingdom we're not native to. The one time you're let off a leash and you do this, you bite against all the hands that could possibly feed you?
Why I think it would be the better option to go through court, and then we could plead our case, and then we could continue working under the kingdom.
Very optimistic of you.
I mean, Benlin's right. We screwed ourselves, and this is the consequence that we have to live with that. And I think that working with the kingdom at this moment is not an option in front of us.
I think everybody has their own feelings about this, and some feel strongly than others. All the points that people have made, I don't see myself going back. I would need the help of all of you, I think, but I'm firm on my position. Eric's gonna go inside.
Okay, I got you.
I thought the door locked.
You can enter. I'll place a hand on the door, and you wait a few moments. And then
Hey, yo, Dio.
opens up. Yeah,
Can I speak privately with you one moment?
sure.
Stop stealing the DM, Divine.
Ahi.
Like once a session. Why?
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
I know.
Oh crap, this map is so...
What's up?
I think I'm about to make another stupid decision. So one, I think I'm gonna go with Bellar. If that means that I probably won't be here for the session for today, I'm down to go with it. And this is because this is Shinra's mindset. Because Uriel went through something similar, Shinra's gonna go through it too.
Okay. All right, I'll handle it. Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
A single token fits in there.
Hey yo, where did Shinra's aura go, bro?
Shinra's dead.
Shinra's currently
Dora's gone.
standing outside still.
Based and Uriel killed?
You'll enter the pyramid and Shinra kind of stands outside, still thinking to himself for a second. And then follows you all inside.
Can we walk right through?
Yeah. You just walk up.
I mean,
There's still like lances are still there as you guys walk in.
Okay. I'm just gonna say we're looking for Jeremiah.
I will summon him. Give me a moment.
Okay.
You guys wait and see him kind of pause for a second.
And I would like you to all roll initiative.
Yeah. Jeremiah comes out. Glyphs are already glowing. He's like, "Why'd y'all come back?
I'm gonna need a
Why'd y'all
deck
come
save
back? Why'd y'all come back? Let's get it. Y'all want it? Let's get it."
Oh no.
I say we go home, man. This is on you. Takes his shirt off.
Jeremiah takes the shirt off.
No, don't take your shirt off. I know I have resistance to charming, but dang.
Jeremiah walks out looking like there's like blood like pouring out of his nose, like
Oh my god.
half his mouth, like
Oh my
bottom part of his mouth like just covered in blood currently. Yes, how can I assist you all?
Are you alright?
We assist you? Do you
I've
need
been
any
bringing
help?
back the dead the past few hours.
Oh, okay.
Takes
Is that
him
possible?
an hour back with this ability he has.
For
Just-
Jeremiah,
Even though like the soul thing in this plane?
a lot of hit points, but an hour back, yeah.
But does this technically mean that if I used wish I could get some oh, this is great information to know.
I am a bit spent though, so I hope let's keep this brief.
well, we can maybe speak in a little bit, but we'd like to, just as a preface, ask you about just your magic and how you, if at all, may know about moving between planes and seeing if there are any ways you could help us in getting back home, among a couple of other topics, but that one's the most pertinent.
Yes, of course. It is no secret that the Coven has used gateways in the past to open bridges to different places. It was the past, however, and I believe the current Grand Monarch is taking steps to, well, I know they are taking steps to ensure every gateway is destroyed currently.
Is it between areas within this realm, or between
Anywhere.
entirely? I know there's. Oh,
If we know how to
And-
get, if we know of the place, we can get there.
well,
Or could, at
that
least.
would certainly answer some of our questions, or it could greatly help us if you'd be able to get us back.
I
We've
gave...
been gone. Look at everyone else. How many months have we been gone?
Ah, you're looking for the numbers. In-game... No, where's my in-game? Did I close? I think I closed it.
4.
It's been...
Three or
It's
four.
you're nearing, I believe, 5 months, I want to say.
Oh, so 5 years.
Yep, you are... You got like a couple days till you're at the next month, so you'll be at 5 months or 5 years away. And Ben will be nearing 9 years away.
Oh, that's so long.
Damn. Well, yes, we still looking back because we've recently had some bobble. Everybody's still trying to get back home, right? Looking at the party.
Yeah.
seems like mixed answer.
Mixed answers.
I mean, yeah, I heard a yeah and a
But Leah likes her. I mean, Leah's vibing here. What you mean? She's got a dude here, sick killer job, got this new mace.
No. Okay.
Yeah, Joshua.
Wasn't Aaliyah
Okay,
the reason we had to
I
fix
miss
a broken
Victor,
bar
though,
like
like-
day 2?
Yeah.
That was because of a bad breakup, okay? It wasn't really a breakup, it was more like a kidnapping, but still.
It was more like a kidnapping.
Yeah, she's
also,
vanished.
Like, I miss Victor. Okay, like I miss like the.
You're not
the
gonna miss
palette,
Josh
Like I gotta see her again. I'm gonna miss Josh Wick, but like, I don't think you understand
Who's Josh?
that like Victor. Also, like me and Josh Wick screwed at this point. Okay, like I am now an enemy of the kingdom. He's never gonna want to see me again.
Dang.
oh,
You never know.
okay, like they're screwed now.
That's fine. He died in Arcanus.
Not like fucked.
I was like, huh? So,
He's like, whoa, what?
is that something you still would have access to?
No, but I know a place you can find information. Yes. Once again, though, I gave this decision up to Belloir. If you think you
Which
all
one?
can have
The decision Belawar made was
the,
turn us in.
the information
Information.
regarding
Right.
getting you all back, or closer to getting back at the very least.
Well, you may not know, but we've come into some friction with the kingdom, and with Bellois giving us the liberty of heads up before we are
Prosecuted.
for lack of a better word, hunted down.
I am aware of
Oh.
I am aware of your issues with the kingdom. I spoke with Belloir about it briefly when he first arrived here.
Right.
I'm also aware that if you are being
Oh.
hunted, you will have the same man after you that I had after my group, and I wish you luck. I truly do.
Thank you.
Oh god. We're about to
Oh.
figure out why everyone's scary.
Yeah, no, Akari's terrifying, man. He found the Outsiders, other campaign stuff. Man, Akari as a character Gabe has made is, like, holy crap.
Okay, but also like Akari, just because he's been nice to us, does not mean that he is not a scary dude.
We haven't seen him fight. Like, we
I
don't know
literally
why.
just told you why he's scary, and you're just, guys.
Yeah,
We have
well,
seen
we've seen him fight.
It's literally not possible to get away from him.
Oh no.
We could get to the water
That's
temple,
horrifying.
and I guarantee you he would find us there.
Horrified. Go like underwater, you see a submarine down there coming at you at top speed.
Bro, but it's anti-magic. How is it working, dude?
It's not magic,
Where
it's
does
just
the tech-
science.
Where did they get the submarine?
Yeah, it
part?
goes from like World War II tech back to like swords and shields.
What the heck?
they got like bombers on standby, but they still use like daggers with poison on them.
Magic is scuffed. I'm done with it.
Other information regarding gateways is that a place I visited briefly with the other group had a means of transporting their denizens directly to different planes, and is how they took certain persons or items of interest back with them. It is how Beholder ended up in your plane, from what I've been told. I don't know the science behind it or the magic or whatever they used behind it, but that city, lost in the void somewhere, has the means of transporting people to and from locations.
If a beholder is native to that place, not somewhere I'd like to visit anytime soon, but
There are many creatures worse than beholders there. I have visited. It is an awful place.
I hope that we can goes forward between the Covenant and Kingdom. I so wish that you can find some agreement and peace between you both. And I think, I can speak for everyone, that we could use a short rest before come to the Belvoir to see whether the information that you is able to be disclosed to us before we depart. That's, I think, is there anything else anybody wants to ask? It seems he's busy. Has his hands full.
Who is it that the Coven worships?
The All, of course.
Zen.
I believe that is a name I've heard before. However, the correct term to use in front of at least the followers of the All is the All.
Well, the All.
It's,
What do you know about the Old One's association with the All?
As most entities of the far realm or that exist that know of the All should fear and respect the former more than the latter.
I personally believe that the Old Ones are trying to hold the All in a shroud so that he does not see what they are doing.
It would make sense if they all had wind of an entity gaining power in his domain. I would be upset, as he should probably be upset as well.
In working with you and also the son of the All, Aldous, is there anything you think we could do to loosen the Old One's grip?
The Old One is a powerful entity, of course. I suppose if myself and Belloir put our minds to it, come with some sort of plan to limit the shroud of sorts, if that's how you explain it, or perhaps find a device or item that could dampen it momentarily. Any lapse, perhaps, would be beneficial.
I entirely believe that if we found a way to drop the shroud even for but a moment, Zen would see his living son Aldous and be able to make his way to us. And with the good terms we tend to be on, we can utilize that to help us find a way home. Shut up. This is one of the most important RP things I've done anytime recently, and you're memeing it for a stupid Marvel thing. Disney's gonna take us down.
Oh, God, I think I just got... Yeah, Disney just streams down. Disney just got us, guys. Stream's gone.
They heard about Outsiders.
We're off
oh no.
that fast. They heard about... Yeah, they heard about Felix.
They heard about Felix.
Yes.
We did like 3 nouns.
Yo, Disney called. They said that a male character under their IP cannot have that much cake. That's only for the moms.
Because you don't ever know what's going on outside.
Go. Hey, yo, crap. Look at this third game's mom yelling at him. I don't want to go to court. I don't think you understand how bad a court is, Zavari. What's your KD ratio on good conversations versus bad conversations?
Damn.
Oof.
Yeah,
Don't come at her like
What was...
this.
I missed the last thing that just happened a few seconds ago.
We were arguing about court. The last important thing I said
wasn't
was
in character.
that thing. Yeah, no in-character court arguments yet.
Again, you mean?
No. Please.
We're gonna have to like argue our way through it until we agree.
I don't know if Jeremiah's gonna respond.
Hey, yo, why don't we just steal the Pyramidian?
You just killed Jeremiah right here.
Yeah, while Jeremiah's down, like...
Hey, he weak though. Time stop. Stab him in the heart. Easy.
We could fly to the old tree. We can make a portal with the old tree.
I
It would take probably
don't like
10
this. This
years
is a
to get
conspiracy,
there.
man. Nah, bro. Let's just take the Pyramid to
This is a
freaking
bad
Aldous'
idea.
mansion.
Yeah, I'm down.
War against Aldous' guards.
Honestly, Eric isn't trying to get out. He's trying to get deeper in.
Yeah. Didn't you bungee jump into Wild Lightning? Yeah, don't talk to me, crazy hermit man.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, I think Gabe's scrapping with his mom right now.
Eric's gonna challenge the old one to a 1v1 eventually.
No the hell.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be some, yeah.
Bro, didn't you fight
Oh
to
my
the death with like a
God.
crab
No,
version
but
of
we
Jackson?
he's all like buff him.
Nah, Crab Jackson could do it.
I bet.
Oh wait,
He
like
did that.
Ultimate Evolution Jackson, Crustacean Edition.
Oh! That would be pretty sick. Yo, since David's made a canon that I can turn Jack into the forms, why don't I just turn him into the old one, like a copy?
I don't think we've seen the old one.
I mean,
Crab
I
Jackson
think
has tail.
We've seen a little bit of him
That might have just
I'm just
been
gonna
because
like.
he like when we were at the.
Are we sure that was
Crab
like
Jackson.
actually
What?
purely him, or not just someone working with him?
Once I get the owl crystal energy
I'm like
down, I'm
pretty
going back to
sure
Arcana
it was him
and
because
Huh? Yo, wait, Eric,
Yeah.
what?
I'm gonna become Isaiah. Go insane.
what is happening?
I'm gonna have a child with some person. In,
Oh my
like,
God.
In like a deeper realm.
All right,
Like,
yeah,
there's
okay.
no-
So who was in Paris?
What? What are you talking about? What?
You're really gonna tell me that a shrimp fried this rice, Eric?
The filter fish.
No,
Filter fish.
no.
Yeah.
This is all on stream. I can't do it anymore. We devolve so quickly. We're either conspiracy theorists or the worst jokers in the world.
Yeah,
I
my
hate it
bad.
here, man. Man, we got
Let's
Venlin getting
go.
angry. Ray isn't here. Shinra. Shinra. Yeah.
I think Ray would implode if people were yelling at him.
Ray. I don't know what Ray would have done to that conversation.
Yeah,
He would have been like, "Yeah, I've been on the run for like my whole
I
life."
think Ray would
I
have literally
got
run
shot
away.
I'm like,
Ray
you're
would've
right,
been
I'm a
like,
horrible
oh.
person who fought a sword.
No, he'll be like, let's just say I have a place we can hide. Like 2 days later.
Right.
Hello, is Ray here? Would you like some tea? Then he puts a bag over his head.
I hate the tea.
It's true. I almost wonder if the tea helps
It's
him
just
track
so-
people.
Who, Ray or
Akari.
It's so
Akari's
terrifying.
tea.
I believe it.
Akari.
See, you want it. You
Yeah,
want
I
to think
believe
it's
it.
that one thing that Gabe jokes about that isn't actually a thing, and we're conspiracy theorists. But that's gonna be the one thing he definitely did make a thing because it's annoying. Stupid reverse psychology, mind battle, bullcrap, man. Just drink the tea.
That's why for the first 4 days we have to go on a fast, complete our system of all liquids.
I haven't drank
To
that
get the
man's
tea out.
tea in like a year.
Yeah, I don't remember. the
I
last time
haven't
drank
been
his
drinking
tea.
it,
Maple
and I
syrup.
did when I needed my sugar back.
Alright, I'm
The
back. Sorry
team
about
will be our
that.
downfall.
Welcome
Do you
back.
remember what I said?
Right. Oh, he muted again. He's gone. He said, "I'm back," and then left.
Said I'm back on my cone.
I'm back. Dude,
I'm back. So yeah. But for real, yeah, I think probably once we get the portal open to leave, Eric's gonna ask if he can go deeper into the Matrix.
Bro, that's like 12 sessions from now.
That's not that far.
There's so much to do in the middle. Why are you talking about opening the portal? We don't know how to do it. If we open the
Bro,
portal, those guys
bro.
might show up and break it.
This man's in front of us right now is saying they've been opening portals to different planes for like the past 3 months, like the entire
I
time.
mean, that's not the same thing as building a gate. Because any physical gate we found so far has been destroyed by a trap or those weirdos that showed up at
Well, that's
Alice's
what I'm
mansion.
saying. That's what I'm saying. We should steal the Pyramidion and ghost ride it to the tree, the great tree. 'Cause
If it's that easy,
Isaiah
why don't we
said
just ask
could-
Jeremiah to help us out?
That's what I'm saying. That's why. Why?
Bruh. Kingdom will
Yeah, what
just
about
shoot us
Ray?
down, dude.
Jeremiah was like, "Oh, it need a lot of power, so time to heist Artanis, take the whole owl crystal." You know what I'm saying?
No, wait. So you're telling me the Pyramid is magical,
We can say,
right?
fuck it. Let's not even go home. Just fly through all the different worlds. in
We
this
have
plane.
actual reasons to go home, though.
Alright. I mean, maybe
Dude,
you
I
do.
kinda
All we
wanna
have
go
do is
home.
get away.
Yeah, that's
you
cool,
do.
now, but
I'm
I kind of want to go home, though.
Alright,
Honestly.
Venlin said something a second ago. I totally blanked out.
Did you remember the important thing I said like 10 minutes ago?
Not really, no.
Where I was formulating how we can work with Alice.
Yes, I remember that part. Kind of.
I don't know. Jeremiah never responded to it. I could try to word it
He
again.
was saying,
No,
You were saying
you mentioned how
if you could lift the veil, that Zen could help you guys get back home, right? That's what.
Yeah, because Zen would see Aldous.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
come to
remember.
get him.
Okay, that's I do remember. Okay, you're right. I thought something else that I forgot.
You know, my son getting beat up on the playground.
Yeah, that was something else.
Just get our home. Not just get us home though. Can he also help the whole like the old one thing?
No, he would annihilate the old one in like a clap. He'd be like, "Nah, all right,
Yeah.
you're done here.
I
Go
think
inside."
that's the bigger selling point.
He's
He's like, all right.
I suppose I cannot speak on how the all would treat you all. I was getting you all back home. If that's beyond or beneath, I don't understand your connection exactly, but at the very least, I can most likely guarantee he will deal with the old one as he deems fit.
That is enough.
Well, if you wish to find more information getting back home, though, speak to Bellois. He has the information you require. I consider our debts repaid, back on equal footing. And as such, I cannot assist you further without jeopardizing myself in Norm's courts, as we are at liberty of the courts now due to our surrender. We're at the will of the courts, correction.
We're still a neutral party, despite move from hostile to neutral. Not.
We are a neutral party in regards to all conflicts. However, past transgressions cannot be excused. We will face any legal actions as an organization now, as that's what we technically are. While neutral, we were still a warring force that did surrender in a conflict.
Imagine we go to court and they like try to post the bill for the rest of our lives, and then the coven gets a smack on the wrist.
Imagine we go to court and instead of paying for a good lawyer, Zavari won't hand over a couple hundred plat.
Unbelievable.
Shut up.
Well.
But yes, you need to rest here. By all means, you are free to rest here.
Van Land and our son. Can you show us where we may speak for a moment? I think we still have some more discussing to do before we take off first.
Oh, of course. He just walks into the room next door and kicks two of the guards out.
Of course, you two get the fuck out.
Cool. Maybe even...
That's not done. There's still a lot of lighting missing there. Ah, it's done! No!
You know,
Gabe, if it was just Foundry, you could just right-click it and it would summon them.
Wow, really?
That's pretty cool.
This video is sponsored by our partners over at Foundry.
No, we're streaming. You can't show them that sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah, the doors are
Stream
closed
gets,
for you
like,
all.
millions of views. I don't like
Where
those
would
rooms.
Ray become this whole situation?
He'd be
Ray?
dead.
Ray's already been...
Would he have ran away already? He would have been like, zoom, zoom.
No, I'll handle Ray in a bit. Whenever Ray gets here.
Okay.
I had a whole thing I was to talk to Ray about.
Away?
He would have had some words about Aldous showing up.
Why, you trying to clap?
Oh, yeah, he would.
No, he would have had some interesting words when we were talking about the old one.
Get that away. Get it away.
Yo, hey,
No.
grant me the hands to beat the hell out of someone. You know, in the Outsiders game, that guy dragged my body into a canyon and started feasting on the corpse.
Jesus.
That's an actual character.
No, it's not. it was a little
I'm not
joke.
lying about those events,
That's true. It was just a little joke we had in that campaign where he would just appear in like the set, like the corner of a room. He would just be in the corner of a room watching the part, and someone would walk, like, oh, and they'd walk away and come back, and he'd be gone.
Or he would take down the people and drag them
Yeah,
away.
if you were like unconscious, he'd drag you off the map at like top speed.
Horrifying.
Anyways, you're in this room. The doors are closed. Yes, you're in this room. The door's closed.
Gas starts seeping in.
You guys wanted to come in the room and talk, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
then, could you reach out to Aldous about helping us stay away or stay hidden from the kingdom for a while?
That is what you wish to have help for? I've been talking to
Wow.
him a bit this entire time about the current events. His first suggestion was military power.
In,
Jesus.
in reference to?
Being on equal grounds with the kingdom.
Hmm.
It makes
Jesus.
it almost makes sense, but it would be a threat if not anything else.
Hmm.
Basically, listen to our negotiations on equal grounds, or we threaten invasion, which makes us more of a villain. So no, I said no, to put it simply. The training he is doing is
He really
taxing him
doesn't.
greatly. There's not a lot he can do at the moment. As for concealing us, I don't know. He will come to visit us in a few days, but that might be too late.
I think we could survive a couple of days with Balawar's help. He said he could get us out in front of the storm. If that's what it takes to add his protection over relinquishing ourselves to the kingdom, I would take that risk over the latter, for the former. Again, not like it stands still, but here we are.
Man.
I think with Belwar's help, maybe a ship, we could, as I said before, get out in front of the storm and keep ourselves away for a couple of days before anyone coming after us. And if Aldous can help us, that would be probably our biggest help.
He says he has a temporary thing he could do to help us. He would not be able to do it until he visited a few days from now.
Right.
I was wondering, could we utilize Davari's teleportation to bring us somewhere?
Absolutely.
If we could teleport between far places. I don't believe that the kingdom has forms of instant communication, do they?
Stones. If we had a stone of theirs.
Right.
But
Do
we
we
would
still have
have
the
to...
papers from Belawar?
Mm-hmm.
How long do they work for?
Until you tear them in half.
Aren't they only within a mile?
Forever?
The teleport.
Or wait, you can teleport within a mile.
The teleport's within a mile.
Oh, we have to be at least outside of a mile of anyone important, or else they can just teleport to us.
No, they can teleport you to them.
Wait, that's worse. Hold up.
Yes,
Hey, we gotta get outta here.
Belawar can teleport one of you to him if you're within a mile of him.
Oh my gosh, Belawar and Akari,
Okay.
if they were both
Oh.
hunting us, we would never... Nope, we're done. It's over.
Oh,
Man, we can't even hide in like the water
Should we
temple
be
because
keeping
Zesty
these
has seen
papers?
it. What, are we just gonna throw them away? Do you guys just throw out loot? I don't think so.
Well, the Belfast teleport.
No, the
I guess
paper...
the
Oh my
mile is-
god, all of our stuff!
No, Belawar having the paper is the bad thing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Zetzi has all of our
give us-
stuff.
That can't be that bad.
I mean, how much? I mean,
All of our stuff for what? Fighting? Yeah, we're doing a lot of that, aren't we?
Yep. Nevertheless.
No, I gave him all of my magical shit that I wasn't going to be using.
Will any of that help us in a conversation to not be imprisoned?
It would help us running away.
I had a potion of mind reading, actually.
That sounds illegal, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I mean, whatever it is they did to
Well,
Akari's.
Ray, where do you all stand?
I don't know. I'm Ray. Did I mention that I'm Ray? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I have a sword.
Okay.
And there's a thing in my hand. I touch your hand. My thing does a thing. You feel it.
I still haven't
feel
done that
the
yet.
He palms
What
the
does
back
the
of your
thing feel
scalp.
like?
No. I activate my military reflex and I drop him over my
No, you're in this hand now.
shoulder. What?
Like what's his name? What was it fucking
Like the JoJo?
I'm trying to think his name without spoilers of it. He's from Naruto. He's the Kamui.
I'm done here. You
It's
can't
like
be bringing
that.
up Naruto right now, bro.
He's just Put you in his hand.
Ayo, bruh, don't you be bringing up anime lore when we're streaming
my
D&D,
bad, yeah.
bruh. You a nerd.
What would Ray be saying? I mean, I think Ray would probably say run, honestly. He'd be like, until the old one is dead,
He's
I
in
say...
he's
Until
he's
the old
in
one is dead, we
Rust.
cannot... Yeah, he'd be like, until the old one is dead, I say run. I'm Ray. We have
Wait,
bigger
that's mean.
things than the kingdom.
Yo, it's his first campaign. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Also, I have a sword. I cut my hand.
He what?
I see shadows. I cut my hand.
From before.
Yeah, because he cut his hand that one time we saw shadows. I'm sorry, Mason. We love you.
Okay. So Zavari, Juliet, Trimble.
Oh yeah, speaking of shadows, they're still there. By the way, speaking of shadows, they're still there. Like all of you still see them. They're
Yeah, I think we need to.
like in all the corners of the rooms. They're still
Oh,
there
cool.
looking at you guys. But at the corner of your eyes, at the corner of your vision, they're there.
It's fine.
Right,
They've been there all
that's
day. We've learned to ignore.
Yeah, exactly. Just zone them out. Same thing with the whispers you hear. Until you like focus on them, they're not really there right now.
Wait, did you say something?
Yeah, until you focus on them, they're just not there. It's just like white noise at this point. They get loud on occasion. And you're like, huh, what was that? Say something. You're like, oh no, it's fine. Keep moving.
It's the whispers. My bad.
Go.
So,
We have no remote locations to go to, man.
So Zavari, Leah, are you guys turning yourselves in?
I
don't want to turn myself in.
While I believe I may be able to make a very solid case for myself, I do not think they would let me speak for the lot of you.
I think they would. We're a party. We're all getting.
I don't think it would be smart to work as a party because one person's wrong wording would put all of us down. We're already disagreeing on a course of action to take now. Who's to say we won't have different stories later? Can I trust all of you to have a good enough word to not bring us all down?
It could be said for you. Out of anyone. So long as we're a group who speak for each other outside of our own conversation. That isn't something of preference or consideration, it's just nature of being a group. So, I think, addressing what you're saying, moments like this, when we come to common consideration on something, are crucial to putting forward a group, collective idea or approach to something. That's why I'm asking now, based off of me, all the factors, including the conflict that we've just helped extinguish between our prior actions and between future conflict with the old one, as well as our own interest of wanting to get home. What do you three think should be our course of action with reason? I think Venlin and I have both made strong points, and maybe Ray agrees tangentially that we should not turn ourselves in. Outside apparently, you guys are all seems like you favored heavily working with the kingdom. Although you three do decide to go forward and work with the kingdom, I don't know. As Venlin says, if you speak for myself personally, if we are splitting the group, I don't think is a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea either. Whether or not I disagree, I'm going with whatever the group is doing.
Yeah. I'm not a diplomat. I don't trust myself to be able to talk my way through this. I'd much rather go on the run and deal with whatever problems we have as a group than
I really think
have to go on trial as an individual.
Ugh.
I think what we need to do is come to enough of a point that we can send a single of our own as an ambassador of sorts to make communications in a middle ground.
I think running away will stop that from ever happening.
There would be some possible good things with going and being turned in. If we can give ourselves a good enough case to merely be reduced to magical workers, even then we could prove our worth through that alone, and after some time, utilize that newfound trust to gather new information and further prove what we are trying to actually do. Our actions
How
have
long will that
spoken. I'm not
We've
saying we
already
should do
spent
it.
so much time here. I think that our odds at this point, we have done our part to help the kingdom in this world as much as we can to quell part of the conflict, despite the old one still being a great aggressor problem to the greater safety of this kingdom. We have somewhat neutralized at least one, if not partially, two factions against the kingdom, and maybe it is a time where we should focus on finding our way home, finding a way back.
And what is Kellick's awakening?
God, what about Kellick?
I
Fuck,
didn't
what happened to
mention-
Kellick?
Where is
I could
Kellick
say
right
that
now?
the old one is
I told
still-
Akari.
I don't think
I
Kellick's
did-
awakening is related to the old one.
I don't think
it's
it is either,
probably
but-
connected. From
He's
my
brain-
No,
experience,
I think
what I felt when I had contact with Kellic, I felt the power similar to ours, but was drowned in chaos. I don't know if it has relation to the Chaos Weaver,
Oh,
but that's what
no.
it felt like to me. And I don't think there's much that we can do for Kellic.
Oh no, we gotta do something about
No,
that.
I know there's something we can do to at least prevent his awakening. I would not be called upon by gods if not in my capability to do so.
We don't know what he's gonna become. Why would we? why would we
also,
stop
I know
him?
this is.
Hmm?
I don't think that having him awakened right now is a good idea. I think that we already have too many gods messing with us.
Which is
Or too
why
many
we
gods
have
we
to
worry
prevent it.
about adding,
We can't
I
prevent
think
Kellick's
he's going
awakening
to
from
be-
adding
outside
a
of the
possible
kingdom.
other one.
I think Kellic is something that we can't get involved with right now. Whether he awakens, whether he doesn't awaken, I think that our priority needs to be ourselves right now.
Still in the mansion.
The
He
mansion
awakens,
that-
we might
no.
be fucked.
The man recasted. I told Akari that we wouldn't be able to do anything, and I assumed he would do something like he would like take care of Kellic, but he's been brainwashed or something. So like, what's
I
happening?
don't know why you guys are so surprised about the brainwash thing when the queen was literally in a mental control state to the princess this whole time.
No, I'm not. And then also, you were
Also,
here
like when the
for
princess
years.
tried to brainwash Zavari and Shinra.
Huh?
Yeah, they tried to wipe their memory of. what
Yeah, she tried to
happened.
like clear
You're
their
not-
memories.
And then.
Yeah, Akari
and
told
then,
us to. Yeah,
to pretend.
Yeah,
that
we had to
he
pretend
did
it.
Y'all, I swear things would have
But
went
we already
different if you
know.
just brought an anti-magic field or something. Come on.
no. It didn't work because Akari did that for us. He made sure it didn't work. So now we just pretend that it worked.
They were in
I
the
think-
anti-magic area of the castle.
Ugh.
The dungeon has no magic in it. Other than, I guess, what they can, than some of the people can
No,
No, he
I'm
gave-
saying.
Give us little anti-magic rocks, and we kept them in our pocket
Oh,
while
okay.
she passed. Nice.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So if Kellic is not in the mansion,
I don't have scrying prepared. I can't figure out where he is
he
right
just
now.
sitting in the street? Like, is he just crystallized in the street, like outside of the mansion because he got like
I
pushed
mean,
out or something?
Akari has access to Akari has access to the mansion, right? And I told him before everything went down that we were going to be here and that he would have to take Kellic, right? But then the issue is he's currently mind washed. So if he took Kellic and brought him somewhere, he would either give him up now or I don't know.
Nevertheless, from
If you
What
took
I
Kellic
felt, it
and brought him
seems like-
somewhere, then Kellic is like already under the control, or not under the control, but like he's probably in the kingdom.
Yeah, 100%. And that's not good. No bueno. Oh my god, my hummed horrors!
again, so I think there's many factors to everything that's happening, and that we need to at least address that we are not going to be imprisoned for a long period of time. I'm going to I think Benlin had a good idea of maybe sending an ambassador good faith towards the kingdom, that we need to work with them still. But as I said before, we need to
I
also
think that
protect our
even
own
if we were
interests.
would allow
If you
us.
need someone to
Still
go and
have
act
this.
as
Just hold on
ambassador, I can.
Again, I think that's a good idea, but I think we can all. There is also the option of communicating with them directly from afar and expressing our intentions that way. Although an ambassador would be.
Because, like, given all the information, they don't have all the information, and given all the information, it's very clear that we've done the best that we could, given the fact that we couldn't trust anybody.
That might not be enough for them.
It might not. I really want to take that chance,
Doesn't
though.
seem like the kingdom. It is a governmental system. They have laws and rules. They don't, by the way, by people's intentions. They act. So, and I still think that I'm still unsure Cecily's status or whether she can be trusted. I think she does have the interest of the community, whether or not the means in which she goes about executing her power are still kind of funky. So.
I hate this.
Let's see.
At the first 20 years,
I think we labored most of the points to a point of doing end. Should we vote on it? We've never had to do anything like this before. But
Would a vote not create an unsatisfied side?
I mean, of course it would.
Do we really need to have party disagreements right now?
I think we could get past disagreements. I think we just
I'd rather that we all agree on one thing, but if majority rule means that we come to a decision by the time the night is over, that I'm okay with that.
It's simply a more forceful way to come into a final conclusion. I think the points made are about as far as we can take them within theory, and I think within theory, running, or not even running, but distancing yourselves from the kingdom with communication makes the most sense.
Is that the first vote?
I think we should make a true final decision in the morning after we've all rested up.
I don't think we have until the morning.
We don't have that much time. Belor needs to know of our decision immediately in order to help us make a quick move. Preparations, to leave. He needs to know before our rest.
Yeah, he said 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I think we can all agree
hours,
to
and
do
he
it.
was more. I said 6 to 8 hours, and he was maybe even saying that is too long, and that we need to let him know within the next hour or two.
Okay.
So he needs to know. If we do any kind of voting, it should be anonymous.
Be what?
Anonymous. Maybe we write on a piece of
I think
paper.
we all know wherever I think everyone knows where everyone stands. I think we can also all agree that there's not going to be any hard feelings whether or not we're doing something that we disagreed with in the first place. We're a party. We're gonna work together.
Yeah. And I think we're more against splitting the party than doing something that someone disagrees with.
Yeah.
This is more. I also disagree with splitting the party, but this is more than disagreement. It's potentially turning ourselves in for years if we, which back home would be hundreds of years.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We all would like to get back to our lives.
And it's already
Also,
been
I don't know about you guys, but I don't.
They're close to 5, sorry.
Yeah, and I don't live that long. I don't want to die in a jail cell.
So,
Change my vote. I disagree with running away from the kingdom. I don't want to be a criminal. I've already done that. It's horrible, but if it's not something that anyone else is willing to risk, then I'm not going to force anyone to do what they don't wish to do.
I disagree with running from the kingdom as well.
Is there no other option? Is there nothing else we can do?
I think we're not just distancing ourselves from the kingdom. We're trying to act with them. If we were to fully go disagreeing,
I don't know if it's possible.
to be taken into custody while also cooperating is the middle ground between full cooperation and full dissidence against the kingdom.
I do believe that if Tola were to explain that where necessary and for the timeline to end up correctly, I think even if we were found guilty, I don't think they'd let us rot in jail cells. I think they'd still let us get involved.
So we get the So your best case scenario is that we're puppets for a kingdom that we don't know acts justly.
No, my best case scenario is that we beat the case and we continue having the kingdom on our side, and we continue having everyone allied with the kingdom on our side, and we don't have to run.
I think that if we, for whatever reason, are able to convince them to not let us rot in a jail cell, that we are going to be very heavily scrutinized. And we are not going to be able to move as freely as we would like to.
I don't think we'd be free running from the kingdom either. Again, I'm not going to stop anyone from doing what they think is right.
What do you see as the downside to cooperation without physical representation? What do you think is what is the gravest part, downside of cooperation with the kingdom without physical separation? Over our physical presence, we gain maybe some brownie points with them.
We have a limit of daily wording.
And I think the chance to stay on everyone's good side is important enough that I want to take it. But I also think that if we were to be found guilty, there are other things we could do. Like, I'm sure we could arrange with Tenna a way to maybe assist us in getting out, or maybe even
Really?
the anti-magus.
I think that we are unexpected guests in the narrative of this kingdom story, and that they have been dealing with these issues for far longer than we've been here, and that they could just as easily decide to deal with them with us being the members. Whether or not Ola or Belvoir or anyone else makes a case for us, it ultimately comes down to the monarch. For the monarchy. Given the distrust that we had of the princess before, I'm not so light to throw that away and expect her to do the right thing now that we've served our purpose in somewhat extinguishing the flame of the coven.
And I don't disagree with you there. I do think that's true.
I think that wanting to be wanted by the kingdom should not be our priority. I think that our priority should still be to return home, and that if those in power here see that we are no longer fit to aid them in their fight against the old one, and we can't find a way of doing so without them.
I don't think we can get home without Tola. And if this were to go badly and they were to lose the war against the old one, it would leak into our home. We would lose everything eventually. I think this is a final stand, and I think us being allied with the kingdom will give everyone the best shot.
So if our worst case is to be used by the kingdom or to be put behind bars, would that not happen otherwise if we didn't try to? Would they not still try us if we didn't go willingly? Would we not still be able to make our case if we at first tried to make it from afar?
I think
As
trying to make
Belvoir
the
said, no. If, as they said, as Belvoir said, there is no death penalty, then the worst service we'll see is imprisonment, and given our abilities, our service will likely include helping fight against the old one. And if that is the worst case scenario, with also trying to ensure that we have some freedom outside of that, I don't see as much of a downside to beginning out this friction as it is while trying to maintain some safety or distance.
I don't know. I think this
Maybe
will
if-
vote. Because again, I think majority is saying that we run, and it's not that I'm not going to do it, but I want to make it clear that I don't think it'll end.
Well, if the idea of an ambassador holds and we can communicate freely with each other, would it make more sense to have part of the group go and have part not to in case the worst did happen?
That leaves us increasingly thin.
So have
Which is why I agree if we are to join the Bastion, it
Well-
should be all we want.
I think this
Not
is
one would be me.
being self-sacrificial. Yeah, I know. I think you're being self-sacrificial here. I need you to think objectively. We're not going to send you to plead a case that we know you're going to lose, so you can go and be imprisoned on your own. I think we really need to think this out.
My instinct is to fight the conflict as diplomatically as we can while also ensuring our own safety. It wouldn't make sense to put us in the jaws of the kingdom and then ask them not to fight. I think that if we really believe in our case and if we believe in our actions, then it wouldn't matter whether or not we were there. If
I
we
think
believe in the justice in the system of the kingdom, if we believe that they see things justly and that if our case can be made justly, then it wouldn't matter if we were there.
It's not that I think either side has no consequences. It's that I think the consequences that I will to take are the ones of dealing with the kingdom. I really, really, truly think that running off and becoming our own little group of completely unaffiliated to anything else, I think that'll really cripple us in our attempt to actually help things and accomplish things, because Tola works with the kingdom. We're not going to be able to get home without Tola. The Coven is about to be... The Coven has just been put into a standstill in this war with the kingdom. They're about to... They will end up allied in some way or other. The Anti-Magus will never agree with us. I think that the political power of the kingdom being behind us is what's given us this much say in everything so far, and I think we'll resolve that. But again, I'm not the final say in this party. If everyone disagrees with me, we can...
I think that again, despite, I think no matter what, if we end up going with the kingdom after not relinquishing ourselves, we still maintain all of the benefit of going now with none of the benefit of protecting ourselves, given they come to a verdict that is more than unfavorable.
I think that's what we
It's us from doing anything because we would be surrounded by them. We would be completely encompassed by areas of non-magic, and we would be greatly disadvantaged at any kind of attempt to open bring yourself.
No, that I agree with. Yeah, I think it'll.
Situation, either way, if we go willingly or not, we gain solely the slight benefit of turning ourselves in, the slight, maybe the benefit of cooperation with the kingdom, but I think we can easily argue against non-cooperation with our case of one of not knowing and being unsure, as previous conversations have developed with the princess, whether or not the kingdom is acting in the interest of the kingdom as an entity or of the realm, this area, this world.
I don't think I can be convinced that the other option is the better option, but I will listen to anything that the group says. I don't mind leadership or anything, Eric, but I really think that letting ourselves be taken in is the best showing goodwill than more than anything else we could do but after running off. But I don't know.
We should show them that they have nothing to fear.
I really want to know what Ray would say.
Bro, we trying to get
Yeah.
him, but he ain't answering.
I know.
Ray wants to kill the old one, man. He ain't going to jail.
Yo, bro, what if the princess
I know for a
is the
fact
old one?
that Ray's gonna wants to kill the old one. You don't care about no politics?
Nah, wait, what if the princess is the old one, though?
Nah.
Yo, Ray slays the princess? Aha.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Ray
Shinra has
ain't going to
now.
jail. Ray ain't going. He's gonna kill the old one with or without you guys. He ain't going to jail.
Why is he still here, then?
You guys,
Because we're planning on killing the old one eventually. I think we're his best bet right now.
Nah, I mean, why hasn't he, at the beginning of this whole thing, been like, alright, see you guys when you're done with whatever that is?
he can't teleport right now.
Because he's not here.
He already used off.
Oh, I thought we stopped that from being a problem since we own the pyramid.
No, because he only has one left, but he's already used 2 of his 3, so he can't come back without decide something right now.
What a little toe sniffer.
You heard him? What a toe sniffer.
Yeah.
Toaster.
I got your back, my friend.
I'm going to go speak with Belawar.
Door stuck.
I cast.
The doorknob doesn't turn.
There's
I
no
don't think there are
there's no
doorknobs.
doorknob. It's just a wall. It's like, huh? That's
Oh,
odd.
game. The lighting here, broing game. And right there, doing.
Oh, that's your fault.
That is? Oh, what's in there?
Oh!
Hey, yo! Hey!
There you go. Fixed it.
Oh crap! He fixed it. Boom, boom.
All right. Also, Venlin, your scry doesn't go through.
Tragic.
Yeah. I mean, the spell was cast, so either he passed the save or it's being blocked by other means.
Probably blocked. I'm not even gonna be positive about it. Well, then again, usually when the old one blocks magic, he gets really cocky about it and talks to you. He's like, "No, Mom said it's my turn to scry."
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
All becomes Gorok from Total War Warhammer. Suck my cock, and then he keeps moving.
Hey, yo, maybe Venlin is our best chance. Mm.
All right. Venlin walks outside.
Yeah, do that actually. Hey, wait.
Yeah.
It's me when I walk outside.
Ray's gonna sit by the door because Ray ain't leaving. Or he'll leave tomorrow when he has a long rest. Depending what y'all decide, anyways, he'll leave.
I think we decided to run.
Well, you better start running.
Yeah, is that not what the...
Is Ray voting in this then?
Like, I think we're gonna
I
wait
mean,
for
Ray's not in the
to
vote.
go.
He's-
Ray would run. There's no
Yeah,
way he
he's-
wouldn't. Like,
He's not in the vote.
Ray
But
would run.
he's not in the vote, but he's saying if he was, y'all got bigger fish to fry. He'd probably say something about duty and politics don't matter if the old one's out there. I don't know.
Leaving?
Yeah.
Voting?
Bro, he crazy. He said, I will fight the old one by myself. He crazy. He'll die.
Well, he's like that
Is Venlin
Final
not going
Fantasy
to
guy.
kill
He's
Belawar?
like, I will kill chaos.
Nah, bro. Chaos will kill him.
You're pretty good.
Goku?
Yeah.
Aha.
Wait, so are we just assuming that
Let me
Ray's
fight
not gonna show
Goku.
up tonight?
He might. I don't know. We'll find out.
Nice.
By the way, Shinra talked to Ray. I think he would come just to hear the conversation of everyone.
Bro, he would try to sneak in on it and get seen by Langar.
Sneak
Yeah,
into
then we'd all go to
into the trial and gets jumped by 8 lion guards. We've been waiting for you, Ray. What? Pink, 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 pink. Just wailing on him.
You just casually see a bunch of line guards click and disappear. It's like, what?
Where'd they go?
Where'd they go?
Muffled,
Come
ethereal combat sounds.
They come back with a corpse.
She's like, it's like a Peter Griffin dead body on the ground next to them.
I hate it here.
You love it here.
No.
Ass.
What?
You choose to stay though.
You know what? I don't think you realize I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, have you made a decision then?
Yeah, is Vinland not going to say that we're running?
Ah, another Venlin going? Alright, Venlin, you walk outside. I mean, Belwar's like, he would have been walking away at this point. He was waiting around, but he's like, he's a bit ways away now. Talking to some of the soldiers that are out in the middle of the clearing. He kind of charged through the wind and the muck.
soldiers.
Yep.
Nah. I'm not going over there. I'll just stand here.
You have the paper to contact him as well.
Ah, crap. I keep forgetting about those. How many of those do I got?
1. It's infinite, though.
Oh. Wait, how much can I write on this thing?
Same as a sending spell. 25 words.
Should we tell him we're running? Just so he knows to not try to come back and get us?
He said he would help us.
Yeah, but, like, I think he'd like to know that we plan on running so he knows to start preparing for that. Instead of waking up in the morning like, oh boy, I sure hope they turn themselves... Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh gosh, darn it!
Yeah, why don't I just write it on the paper right now?
I want to talk to him. I want to see what he's going to say.
Bruh, I'm not going over there. If you want to come out here and go all the way to Bellower, you do that. I'm going to write on this piece of paper.
Alright, fine. Damn.
Hey, I said I'm going outside. No one followed me.
Oh, I thought you were going to have a private conversation. I thought you were pulling a divine.
No, I literally in character said I'm going to go talk to Bellower.
I thought you were pulling a Raiden.
Man, I'm going to start pulling your horns off if you keep it up.
No, why?
Like Lego pieces.
It was like that Lego build thing.
Also completely unrelated to the whole should we go on the run thing. I'm still having Chaos Weaver dreams.
No, you all walk outside.
That's fine. That's fine. We can
Like
kill you.
out
It's
of
fine.
character.
No, it's fine. We can be unified.
In a fight, right?
No. Hey.
You all walk outside after Venlin, who's just standing in the middle of the sand at the door of the Pyramidion, looking over.
Scribbling at paper.
Yeah, fierce writing on a paper right now. All right, good talk, guys.
What?
Yeah, but yup.
You just say
We've been talking for long enough.
I thought someone was gonna try and hit the Belloir, like physically.
He's still right over there.
Yeah, I thought Safari wanted to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm following.
Okay.
I'm following.
Yeah, could we just... Is he busy? Is that why Valen wasn't talking?
He's
to him?
talking to some guards right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see
can I
here
read
writing
them
stuff
away?
on paper.
What if this is all a test and he's actually going to apprehend this many?
Bro, Bellower
He's
don't
like, also,
lie.
they tried to fucking run.
So you're waving him over, Zavari?
Yeah, I wave him over.
That'd be good.
I stopped writing on the damn paper.
He stop mid-sentence. Whatever you're writing,
Is it
whatever,
still transmit?
yeah, whatever you're writing sends.
Oh, that's not good. Hold up. Wait.
Or you were in the middle of typing.
Oh god.
There's no
Here's what I had typed out.
Oh boy, I love this. Send me that whisper. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You wave him over, and you see him look over, and the guards kind of turn at the same time. And they salute to Belloir and just walk away.
Hmm?
He's walking over. Belloir's walking over. Wait for Valen's message. Wait for Valen's message first. He pulls a gun. That message goes, "You better run, Belloir." He draws a gun. That's all it says. You better run, Belloir. Zvar waves him over a second later.
Oh my god. That's horrifying.
Show me that
What's
message.
the word limit?
25.
Oh gosh.
Show me that
1,
message,
2.
Vanlin.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25!
You send him that message, and he kind of stops a few feet away, nods his head, walks over slower, I guess. A bit confused as why he was waiting for a second after being told this message. I received your message. I understand your decision. I don't know why you called me over to tell me physically when you could have messaged me with the paper like you just did, but...
I was writing that before they walked out and waved you over.
Yes, it was...
Zavari wishes to speak with you.
Bro, why you so high?
You didn't mean to put me on the spot like that.
Go, well, whatever it is, better be fast then. I have to relay information to the kingdom.
God damn it.
Alright, Naomi.
Oh,
Yeah,
we should
popular
go,
vote.
dog.
If you've chosen to flee, I shall report how the battle transpired and how you all had managed to evade my pursuits. And by evade I mean I'm going to tell them I let you go. But regardless, I would have fancier than that in my actual briefing.
If you can stay, we went to speak with Jeremiah while you were attending to some of the soldiers and getting together the reports.
It'll be a trip regardless. But my time being integrated will buy you your time to escape. Or at least to flee. So,
Could we
what do you have to tell me before I head back to my encampment?
we'd like to still stay in communication with the kingdom and attempt. We're by no means run it. We've chosen to try and cooperate with the kingdom the best we can from a distance. But we'd like to also ensure that our own safety and that our responsibility to the people back home, as well as to this realm separate from the kingdom, can be secured without putting ourselves in danger of prosecution, wrongful prosecution in our mind.
Understandable, makes sense.
So, if maybe we can look around, write a note, leave that with Jeremiah's forces to have relayed to you officially, but simply leave it with you so that you can maybe convey that to the kingdom, as our intentions are to cooperate to the best extent that we can outside of, like I said, endangering our own freedoms. We feel we are in the right in our actions, at least.
Then do that. And if you're looking to flee, your best heading at least to give you a head start on more information before you're apprehended is according to Jeremiah, there is a research lab belonging to the Coven on the Isle of Teplo that has gateway information you might be looking for.
Right.
Oh.
We'll make our way there then.
It is the last bit of help he was offering to give you if I, of course, had calmed down by then. We had a very long discussion about what has happened in the past few months.
Was that we also wanted to ask you about, Jeremiah said there was some information that we had to check with you whether or not you felt it was okay to share with us.
I just did share it.
Okay, it was just the base.
The laboratory, yes, it is a place you can hide for a bit of time because the Coven is great at hiding their tracks, and it is also a place you can find information. It'll give you respite for a couple of days.
Well, if I can speak for the others, I appreciate all the help you've given us. And
This work here is Jeremiah. Thank him, not me.
very well.
I'll report my findings.
The Pelaward.
Yes?
I'm sorry you couldn't stay.
It is no problem. I will be taking my leave to report my findings. Find a liaison to contact that you trust within the kingdom. Do not contact me any further after I am back in Salvation. It is highly likely I shall be treated the same way a car was treated for my transgressions.
What? With the brainwashing?
Most likely.
That's That's not
Why
very
do you
moral sound.
willingly work with this kingdom?
It is to make sure I give them all the information they require. As you are aware, letting you go is very, very high treason. If anything, it's deserved what I've done.
So will they know that you let us go?
I'm going to tell them regardless.
Oh.
However, I have a trick up my sleeve to make sure they cannot find all of my memories.
It's a gun.
Suckers! At the very least, your hiding space will be secret. For a time. And of course, it's an easy fix to get my memories back. So in time, I'll be back to normal, of course. There's no right away.
Yeah.
What about a
I don't
card?
think we can think.
Oh, they're all, well, not easy fixes, but it's all doable, of course. Nothing is permanent. It is just to reinstate loyalty. After, well, I believe Akari let you all escape, and I'm letting you escape as well. I'm doing the exact same thing he did, and I said, you know, as much as it pains me, we are very similar, he and I.
No, he said it. No.
We're not so different, you and I. As they're both in the same cell.
Oh my god.
It does pain me, though, considering that I work for research and development and he handles espionage. But we both have we have hope in your good.
This kingdom is taking hit after hit, hot.
We both share a common hope for you all to do the right thing. We will stick by it until the end, no matter what happens. I know what's going to happen, but I will stick by it until I can no longer stick by it, at the very least.
I look forward to hopefully seeing you again on the same side.
Oh, you will. But don't worry, I won't be hunting you all down. I'll be back in the lab, most likely.
Oh god, the lab.
If you're concerned with who would be after you all, it's probably Akari and some elite strike force.
Elite?
Yes.
The same group that picked up two
What if
outsiders.
Joshua?
No, he said elite.
That would.
Joshua's gonna
He said elite.
have some faith in your man. My god.
This man's was not genetically modified at like a young age.
I have faith in my mans. But also, like, my man's just started joining the military.
Yes. If it is to be assumed that Akari can capture two powerful outsiders and weaken the rest to a retreat. Well, not outsiders. They are they? I think two of them were. Regardless, keep your eyes peeled around you.
Damn
He
it.
is good at setting ambushes.
I really don't want to fight people. I don't want to be forced to fight.
If you want to fight people, then move fast. Do what you have to do. And then come back and fix the rest of the mess.
We will try.
There's no rush
Alright.
but being captured, of course. I'll be around regardless.
I guess we should maybe talk to Jeremiah once more to get the exact location of that lab. And be on our way, I guess, after a short rest.
Well, let us make haste.
Agreed.
Good luck.
Thank you for everything, Bill.
If the old one gets Jeremiah again, please let
Thank
me know
you.
sooner than later. I'd like to know that information a bit faster than last time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't want
sorry.
to-
Yeah, there will be better
Personally, I
communication.
don't want to fight him anymore. I had high hopes. It was a simple task at first, this attack, and I assumed that I was still number one top dog. But I see I have been bettered in my later years. I'll work on that. Bit of a rivalry now.
Oh.
Oh, we're close friends. It's no problem.
Nice.
I think he has a lineage. He's an advantage based on his bloodline, though, doesn't he? From what I've been heard from you all and Tola, he has a huge advantage based on bloodline.
Yes.
Make sure you
very,
let him
very
know
good.
that before you concede to any weakness towards him.
I think that Bottle Ray left will be drunk by the end of tonight. It's been a long 2 days. Turns around. Good luck. Don't get caught too fast. You'll make my sacrifice a waste. Walks off. You see him wave his hand, some glyphs come up here, and he just vanishes.
Ew.
Alright, I guess I go outside.
What?
You go back inside the Pyramidion.
We have to ask Jeremiah one last time about the
Yeah, we have
the
to
exact
ask him where the...
map.
Yeah.
World map time. Boom, ding, dong.
Back in my day, these were the Groupin Isles. No, wait, the Gloopin Isles. There it is.
Yeah, that was funny. Good typo.
Oh my god.
So you're asking Jeremiah exactly? He's currently, like, sitting on a bench at the front waiting for you all to say you're done.
Man.
He still looks pretty bloody. He hasn't had a chance to rest yet.
Just like with the library.
Only this time he's using his blood to bring people back from the dead for the past few hours.
Nice.
So he looks pretty beat up right now, but he's like sitting there at the table waiting for you all to, or at the bench. No, he's not. Actually, he'd be gone at this point. The other guy is there with the book, the bigger man. Did I ever shift see that big guy? Hang on. Did I ever shift see the bigger guy? I don't think I did. Hang on a minute here. I never showed you how that guy actually looked.
I don't think so.
Because there was... Where's the Pyramidion map?
Actually?
Where's the Pyramidion map? There it is. Oh, I forgot to shift Z these guys. I'll put them on the map right here and shift Z them from the main map.
Horrible.
You're kind of cool. Did you say horrible? It's just to do with a book.
Yeah.
He's horrifying.
No, he isn't.
He's
You're
there at
just
the
a
front
wimp.
door. He's like, Jeremiah had to return
He
back
looks
to his
pretty cool.
business. Can I assist you with something?
We need to know where exactly the lab was. The lab in Teflon.
Very well. I will have the information relayed to you all for your transit. We could just bring you all there if you'd like.
Oh.
Sooner the
One of
better.
it's one of our stations. We can just transport you there.
Again. Sooner the better.
Yes, I will have you brought outside just in case, so you don't appear
That
in the
sounds
middle
like
of
a
the.
good idea.
So you won't appear in the middle of a secure area. I'll have you transported outside of the facility just for precaution, and I'll give them a heads up to open the doors for you all.
Alright.
They'll be brought to a back. Hang on, I'll put them up. I'll put them up one more time so you can see where it is. Zoop. Zoop. Let's put you all on the map. Open some more doors up. I'll be able to archive the Pyramidion map soon. There we go. Ah! There we go. And you're brought. I'll just bing through the hallways real quick. Oh, I didn't. Oh, who didn't I grab? Oh god, I didn't grab someone. Where's who did I lose? Where's Zavari go? I lost her. She's dead. Well, that's one token gone. Keep moving, guys. Keep moving.
Ah!
What does that mean?
I lost her token.
No, my token's right here. Wait, I see it.
Oh, what the hell are you in the corner?
What?
Stop moving. I'm trying to hide the air so you can see the map real quick.
Where'd you move my token? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Alright, you're brought to this room.
Yeah. Welcome to the cum zone.
You're put on. You sit there and you watch one of the guys look around, and the other one one of them pulls a journal out, begins to write something down in it. The other one's begin to or one of them begins to speak an incantation. The glyph on the fucking alights for a moment, very similar to a teleportation circle, but like it's got some finer inscriptions across it that you're not sure what they do exactly from a first glance, and you're trying to decipher them. You kind of like squint to see what they are, and you blink out. And you appear in a new area that I can finally describe after half a century.
Wow.
Checkpoint reached. And there it is. As you kind of appear, I will jam later because you don't know exactly where you're on the aisle, but you're on the aisle somewhere. As you guys kind of like transport from that stony room, you're instantly with a burst of cold. As you look around you, there are large palm trees and head-high shrubbery that kind of obscure your vision beyond an arm's reach, nearly impossible to see through. Despite the tropic appearance of like this jungle you're in, the lands are cold and chilly to the bone as harsh winds blow past you. Snow crunches under your weight, and the air is dense with frosty air, or dense with frosty, like, or I guess with particles of frost rather. It's really cold here though. It's like a frosty
My least favorite
Amazon jungle. Or Amazon rainforest.
Wait, is it actually a jungle?
It's a tropical jungle, but it's covered in snow.
Is it jungle of forest?
Favorite terrain.
Jungle.
The jungle of forest.
I'd say so, sure.
Yeah.
I'm my favorite terrain, baby. Let's go.
Bro, he looks around. He's like, "Hey, yo, I know this place. Hold up."
Yeah.
You start swinging from the trees.
No.
I will try.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I still have it.
But you all, as you kind of appear there, where you are, you are in the middle. It's just dense forest around. You're not sure where you are currently. He told you you transported like somewhere outside, but you have no clue. You're just in the middle of the forest. There's like no landmarks around currently. What are you all doing? Investigation, you said?
I would like to roll investigation.
Go ahead, give me that roll.
Perception.
Go ahead and roll perception, Tark.
Yeah, I'll do.
Does my passive perception
What would I be doing to like get a lay of the land?
Survival.
pick up? Does my 21 passive pick anything up?
Survival. Okay.
Not really, no.
Damn. What about my 22 passive?
Not
Whoa.
really. Still no.
My... Oh wait, never mind. I still have one.
Detect magic.
Ah, clever girl.
Um.
There is a large. Nah, nope. Don't worry about it. It's still not enough, actually. Just barely not enough, but not enough still.
Man.
Detect magic?
No, 23.
Ah, damn.
Oh, but yeah, there's a heavy amount of illusion magic, like, to your left, across a large portion of the forest, or the jungle over there.
Can I just walk in that direction?
Do it.
Alright.
Dispel the magic.
You walk forward
No.
through the illusion, and as you do, you plummet through the ground as the illusionary terrain beneath your feet gives way to a massive canyon.
Shit,
So you watch Shivari like walk through the brush and just fall like through the ground in your mind. Shivari,
No, you hear me out loud go, fuck.
it's like echoing
Fly.
as it further goes down.
No, wings out.
As you bamf up the wings and Venlin flies through as well. The two of you see in this massive canyon, in the center of it, snow-covered rock, icy walls, and tethered by cables and bridges that intertwine around the outside is a small structure, and there's a staircase that vanishes beyond view of this building.
Wait.
Eric flies through as well. I'll say Legas from the carpet probably, and Shinra too, and Ray because none of them can fly.
Can I do something really stupid?
What?
Wait, did we have a short rest before?
Sure. I mean, you and well, I guess all you would at this point now. Yeah.
Wait, a short rest is how long for them?
30 minutes.
Dang. I don't get none of that.
You got the normal hour.
Like really dumb.
What are you doing?
Can I do something really dumb? Hey guys, do you think Zetsi knows that we're supposed to be criminals?
Probably. He's literally in the inner circle of the court.
Yeah.
My Discord is so fucked up right now.
Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
I'm thinking about teleporting back to get our stuff.
Really bad idea.
I know it's such a bad idea,
No,
but I want my
it's awful
so
idea.
I won't do it. I love the carpet.
Eric has a carpet.
Tragic.
It's Eric's carpet.
So what are you all doing?
God damn it.
Staircase.
Oh my god, I left the.
Venlin flies over the staircase.
Have they come back yet?
No.
Aren't you guys getting on the carpet with me?
I mean, I assume Ray and Shin are on the carpet at this point.
Yeah.
Rinsha, Sharon,
Oh, I'll get on the carpet.
Shinvin.
I can't fly.
Yeah, they get the carpet. You all see the facility in the center of this canyon. But yeah, Venlin flies over to
You have
the
so much
building.
stuff.
Venlin just like flies, beelines to the facility right now. What are you guys doing?
Going.
I'm whining about how we left so much shit at Stetson's.
Wait, so there's a canyon and then there's a facility inside the
Yep,
canyon?
it is suspended by cables and bridges.
Oh, that's cool. And who flew in? Venlin?
Venlin flew to the staircase outside.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one.
Okay. Eric flies over there too, zooming past Zavari.
It's Mark. Slow! That's why I'm gonna yell that out.
Zavari, you are called slow, and he flies past you at top speed.
No, I zoom after him. I'm not letting him beat me.
I mean, we give this at the same flying speed, but that moment of you stopping slowed you down for sure. He makes it there first.
I cast haste.
You can
No, you don't. What?
Bruh?
Yeah, you all disembark the carpet and land on the ground, and there's a... As you kind of get to this door, there is a... so you can get the staircase and go, like, kind of see further down this kind of inner staircase that goes into the structure slightly. There's a door, kind of like a bunker at the bottom of the staircase.
I just want to make it known that I would have beat you if you didn't cheat.
I didn't cheat, you're just slower than me.
You know you
And
cheated.
I walked into the bunker. Not acknowledging that it's just dead.
Motherfucker.
Eric walks over into the bunker. The door kind of creaks open.
I follow him talking, even though.
Well, sorry, the door doesn't budge at first. And you wait for a second, and you see like a few arcane sigils kind of twirl around the lock and the mechanism of the door. And this large, like... Well, I guess it's like a flat kind of 2D arcane eye kind of peers open from the front of the door to go over your group for a second, and then shuts. And the glyphs all flash, and the door opens up. And as it does open up, you are greeted by further descending stairs. And as you trek downward, you come to a long hall that branches off to the right. That branches off to the right in 3 different directions. One close, one further, and then one even further ahead. Yeah. There is a door close to you. Another turn about 100 feet away, and another one a bit further than that. And there are 2 acolytes currently walking up to you all as you guys are entering the building.
Oh. From which door? Or from which hallway?
The main hallway. You guys are up here.
Bruh.
Hey.
You were told you all were arriving?
Oh, good.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
Good. And there shouldn't be much to say. We'll be...
This is
staying here
an
for-
archive. If you all are looking for something at all, you can please let us know. We can guide you to the archives correctly. Or are you all looking to stay for some supper? We're having food right now.
I guess so.
Please,
Venlin,
of
you
course, when you are done at some point, or if you'd like to do it now, check in with the zealot in charge of the facility.
Great.
It's up to you when you want to do it, of
Do that
course.
now. Eh.
What was Eric saying about me?
I was saying then maybe at some point we can update Aldous that we'll be here for...
I'll have Ray go get some food.
An unspecified.
We're gonna have Ray go get food.
We assume that Belor said it might take a couple days for them to interrogate and punch out of him. And hopefully it'll take even another couple days to get to here. Maybe by then. Uh, by then, Albus would be ready, but I think we should probably leave even before that.
Follow me this way. I'll take you to the Zealot right now.
Which one said that?
It doesn't matter. They're both going. They're both escorting us anyways.
Okay.
Get y'all over there. It's just too much doggone pepper.
Papa.
I will just click you all around the map real quick so you can see the places you're gonna go. All the places you'll go.
Yeah.
I gotta get you all down this hallway properly. There we go. There we go. Down the hallway properly. And down here. Into this room. And they gotta enter the room and do like a slight bow to this guy. They both exit. Or I guess one of them will exit. They only need one escort now. They'll just stand by the door. This guy will go to this table over here after he finishes talking. You enter, you see the zealot at the table kind of sits up in his chair after looking over some papers.
I was told by Bellois you'd be arriving sometime soon. You all must be the group that assisted at the Pyramidion. To what do I have the pleasure?
Well, we're going to be on the road, on travel for a couple of days' time. We are also primarily looking for information on your means to planar travel, your construction of gates.
Head to the archives. You're looking for planar travel logs. We have a bit of information there that might intrigue you, I suppose. If you have information you'd like to ask of me personally about this facility or what we have inside, our personnel, I've been told to relate to you all for assistance if need be. However, if you are discovered by whoever is currently trailing you, I have been told to evict you from the premises immediately for our own security. These archives cannot be lost, as I'm sure you must be aware of.
It's reasonable enough. We'll be hopefully out of your hair before they're even on their way.
There is no problem with you all being here, but this holds all information regarding the Coven's past and possible future. I will defend it until my last dying breath.
Good.
Oh, alright. We'll try our hardest to not be an issue to them.
I would hope so.
Then maybe Zavari, you want to check out the archives, and then you could.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was already thinking of that.
You could, like I said before, maybe contact Albus about this where we are currently, and maybe that will be heading out soon, and then he'll be ready, so that he knows where we are at the time being in case anything changes.
I can keep him in touch at a moment.
Great. Shinra, I don't know if you have any particular interests in the labs, but if you'd like to join me, I'd like to ask, if you will, I have a type of question for you. You said you're the Zealot?
Yes.
I do have a couple of questions about your facilities here.
Yeah, I can join you.
Then I believe a tour is in order of our premises.
He kind of stands up.
Man my desk in my absence.
This one takes a seat.
Those heading to the archives, follow the acolyte by the door. The rest of you follow me. Unless you're hungry, then make way to the dining hall.
Who's going to the archives?
Bing. Zavari, Leah.
Bing. Where you going, Leah?
I was gonna join the tour.
Bing. Bing. I'll do the tour first. The archives have a bit more stuff in there. You get to exit the room.
This facility houses, of course, as I told you, the knowledge of all past Coven endeavors, technologies, and research. It holds information on our glyph studies, as well as old armaments we used to utilize in previous combat excursions. I have not counted this exactly. 1 second, I must count as the DM.
Wait, what?
What?
We have 18 personnel within the facility currently, consisting of mainly acolytes and our main frontline agents. A pair of a pair of cast as well guard the more crucial areas, and we have in our main office back there a circle which you can use to teleport to escape from this facility if need be, or transfer between other facilities as you deem fit. This is the dining hall. It seems one of your friends has made themselves accustomed. We have a storage room around the corner here.
That's where he went.
Hold some of our rations.
Ranges in.
This here is the resting quarters of our many members. We usually have about half of our squad sleeping at a time when we can, and the other half maintain dissidence. This is our operational planning room for defensive strategies. This here is a storage closet for supplies and armor, as well as survival gear. And down there is the archives, of which we're not entering currently due to the tour. That concludes our tour.
Okay, wait, hold up. Out of character question. What's the place with the info on, like, glyph studies?
The archives.
The archives? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Archive team, you are... Where is it? You are brought to large, magically sealed doors that have multiple visible runes and glyphs, along with thick, heavy locks. And as this guy walks up, he kind of knocks on the door for a moment. And he waits for a few seconds. And you watch as the archive doors begin to kind of creak open slightly, as all the glyphs kind of dispel from when the lock unclinks. Feel free to view the archives. Do not take anything from the archives, please, and do not destroy anything in the archives. I'll be outside if you need me. The door's closed behind him.
Zavari is practically vibrating with excitement.
Oh lord.
You see two figures in here. You see the Chaos Warrior as well as in here, as well as another unknown figure in the room looking over some of the archive notes.
It's Sullivan.
It's just a taller, lithe man. Here, he goes over here. Archive comes over. What happened?
Why does everyone have a mask on?
Oh, it's this guy.
What the fuck?
There's just some dude in there.
It's just some guy.
The guy walks over to you. The character walks over to you guys, looks at you and goes, what are you all seeking, by chance?
I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I guess I would like to see things on, specifically, I guess, moving forward in my studies on glyph casting.
Forward in your studies. We hold, older information, but I guess there's a bit of information we have regarding, spells, glyphs of the likes you could learn. Progressing, however, is not really logged in the archive. It is individual to each person, of course.
That's fine. I'd like to see that.
Then they'd be over on this shelf there. And what are you looking for exactly?
Planar travel.
This gentleman is looking over them as well. Feel free to coincide. He's been here for a couple of months. So feel free to speak with him regarding information he's gleaned. And if I'll go over to the guy who looks over at you. He's pretty tall. I think he's like, someone say like 6'1", 6'2". Looks down at you from behind the mask and just kind of stares at you for a second. Can I help you?
I'm looking for information on planar travel.
Oh, yes, I as well.
Love you, bye.
I love you too.
Dang it, I forgot to mute. Man, I hate it here. My mic picks up too hard.
The random guy there. I love you too.
He's just, like, finally, for the first time in his life, a little wholesome.
Yes, I too am looking for information on planar travel.
And what do you seek to do with it?
To get back to where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Could ask you the same thing. Where are you from?
Would it be the material plane? Is that what they call it?
Yes, it would be that.
The material plane.
Yes, it would be that.
Oh. Wait.
Judging you.
So, you're not from here?
No, I'm not.
And how did you get here?
It's a very long story involving things that, frankly, are not of my enjoyment.
Just simple answers. Gods? Accident? Magic? Prosecutors?
I was brought here after, well, I was banished from the material plane by some dissidents. And I ended up in this very foreign land. They had different means of devices there. Was shot many times. Yes.
The spell banishment cast on him. He's stuck here forever.
And after
Wait, but that means he used to be from here. That's
after I was shot,
No. It's a random place here in your home plane, I think.
After the conflict, I was stuck there for a few years, actually. It was quite awful there. Deplorable place. I was near perfecting my... Well, that's probably why I'm in trouble as it is. I had almost... it was a risky endeavor, but to succeed in my attempts at getting back, I attempted what they have logged here as a convergence event over the city. I was nearly successful. Nearly. I mean, I was, because I made it here, but not all the way back to where I wanted to be. I was so close.
What's your name? Oh, my name's Isaiah Red.
No.
What is your name?
Names are a fickle thing. I've forgotten. I've been gone for a long time. Where I was from previously, they just
Isaiah Red.
When I was from previously, they just called me Ark. Because I'm an Ark mage.
Yo, it's the Arc Lizard. Yo.
No. I led a cult, actually, for a while. It was interesting.
What?
Yes. Yes.
You sound like you have a lot going on.
I had a whole bunch going on.
Well, we currently have a lot going on as well.
Oh, and where are you from, exactly?
Me and my party of about 5 others. We're all from the material plane, various cities.
Ah.
They fought in the war against Zen.
They what, who?
Yes. They defeated the avatar of Zen, which brought them here.
Is your friend behind you one of them?
Zavari, yes.
Miss, may I please see your face, miss, for a moment?
I haven't been listening to this conversation, so I'm just like...
You turn around, he goes, you.
Huh?
Do you know
Fuck,
where I
knew
was
it.
stuck? Do you know where I was stuck for nearly 100 years because of your group? What I had to go through to get just to here? I learned about 5 different languages where I was going, just to make it here.
I don't understand.
If I'm correct, you have someone in your group by the name of Zashada, yes?
Not anymore.
Oh, thank the gods. Something good happened at least.
Okay, don't... Who even
You have a past with this one?
Oh, well, technically, if you've said that the Zen has been defeated, no, I don't. At the time, I did.
Well,
Listen, do you have a face that I could maybe recognize under there?
No, the paint's been washed off.
Excuse me.
We all wore the same face paint as part of the whole thing. Circle of Undeath, necromancers and all that shit.
Holy crap. Wait, this is one of the last necromancers that was back then? What?
Well, time worked differently where I was from. Apparently I've been gone for, what, 5 years? Normally?
You've been gone for 5 years.
In the material
To
plane.
you?
No, to me I've been gone for about 120, maybe more.
Holy shit.
I lost track.
crap.
Damn, bro, you really fucked this guy over, huh? That's crazy.
By chance, do you by chance know what a world war is?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
What is that? I
A
didn't.
world war. Have you been in one before? Have you been in one?
You cut out another time. I'm so sorry.
Gosh.
I had to fight in a whole other war because of your group,
Please.
actually. I was stuck in a... oh, God. Very bad place. I would hold a grudge, but I do hold a grudge, actually.
I'm gonna be completely
Cast
honest.
disintegrated.
Whether or not. No, I was gonna say. I will say. Whether or not you hold a grudge, I don't have any grudge towards you. I would like to help you get back. If you find out, I'll be sure to, let you know somehow.
I've already made progress.
There's really no hard feelings on my end.
I would say the same, of course, but I have plenty of hard feelings, mainly because of what transpired after I was banished.
Oh. Oh no.
Meaning.
So I've been told that
Won't give me
it's fine, I suppose. Due to the fact that we're both stuck here, I see no reason why we should not work together on occasion when need be.
How do you feel about Zen personally?
I don't care about him. It was a means to an end for us.
I see.
That's why we
Great.
detached. Those soft, weak-headed druids. Easy to use. Easy to beat. And we were so close, too. And you all screwed it up. Mucked about in our business.
Damn, bro, he mad, bro.
What did they do again?
Circle of Undeath. they brought back that lich. So the
You son of a bitch!
the circle of Rebirth were the druids, and they recruited guys from the Circle of Undeath, and they became like one big group for a bit. And then the circle was like, "Hey, this whole war thing's going pretty bad. Guys, just stop." Like, all right, pansies, and they kept it up the thing and brought a lich back to be their new leader.
Cool. I have a moment of realization, and then I point at him and I go, "You're the reason I died."
Oh, boo-hoo!
Oh, boo-hoo. All right, shit.
He's like, bro,
Had it not been for the magic I was bestowed from our home, I would be dead too right now.
I pat him on the shoulder. That's great then, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Glad I'm alive to see this day.
I pull out a sending scroll. Listen, if you find any information, you can message us with this if you need our help with anything.
Takes it. I have the damn spell myself. Puts it in
Puts
his pouch.
It's like insulting to give a spellcaster a spell they know.
Oh, here, I have one for you as well. He gets to write a scroll. He gets to pull a scroll and begin to write it, like copy a spell into a scroll. Give me a few hours. It'll be done soon. I know you'll love it.
It's gonna... Man, like what the heck?
Man,
Regardless,
you
besides
made-
besides my gripes, I found information. Old information, but information nonetheless. Might get us back. Better than my method.
Does it involve constructing a gate?
My method?
any of the methods. We have to be careful.
No, mine was
We've
a...
witnessed people hunting for gates and destroying them.
No, my method involved blood rituals over a couple dozen years, mass murder and all that.
Oh my god. Well, you'll fit right in with us. We're a fugitive of the state.
That's very nice.
All right.
I see he looks around and goes, "Oh, is that so? The heroes of Brimstone, wanted by the kingdom. My, how the tables have turned."
You really
How the
think
turns have
you're
tabled.
doing something with this, but you do. I was a criminal for many years before I was hired by the kingdom. You're not going to get under my skin with this.
My boss killed you.
And I'm still alive.
I'm still alive too. Your banshee didn't do shit, apparently.
What's your name again?
What's your
you
name
don't
again?
remember?
Oh, it's not important? Because you're stuck here too and no one can know who you are? Great.
Oh, the name that you remembered? The name you remembered?
I was stuck for 120 plus years!
I start fake crying. Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Bro, you need to
I've
stop.
decided. The information I'm going to
Yeah.
share, I'm not going to share anymore. Have fun finding your way back.
No.
I'll make my progress.
I'll share information with you. Come on. All right, fine. You'll get an apology out of me. I hold my hand out. I'm sorry that you were banished and that you ended up here, and as annoying as I was just then, I will try my hardest to make sure that we all get back together.
I apologize for summoning a lich.
Oh no, you didn't need to apologize for that. Really, there's no hard feelings. I wasn't.
I didn't do it.
lying.
It wasn't even me who did it. Actually, I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, it's fine.
If it's any consolation, I wanted you dead to make you into a zombie in the first place. So.
Oh my god! Oh no! That's fine.
Yes,
no,
that was a-
I used to have a couple spells
was
that roads to that. I got the moral quandary.
It was a whole big plan, you know.
It was-
Army of the undead, ruin the world. Bit peculiar if I'm thinking about it, honestly.
No, that's the.
I mean, I used the. It worked a bit actually from where I was for a while. I had a few undead myself.
It did.
Yes, I
I'll
learned.
have to hear more about that. That's actually very interesting.
Yes, but what I've learned also regarding the important matters, I found something called. It was a gateway device, a prototype at least, for singular person travel. Is what I've found in this archive. I've been trying to find a way about how it worked, and just discovered some minor nuances, but the magic here is very different.
Yeah, it's very confusing. It's been horrible.
Very, not archaic, but it's just. It's more complex, I'd say. Less simplistic, less direct.
It's less direct. That's
So this singular person gateway device was supposed to allow, well, a person to go between any plane, dimension, reality they so chose. However, the power requirement was quite considerable. I've been looking to a power source of some kind, perhaps a conduit, but so far nothing.
Bristol. Bristol.
Oh, yeah. Should I just drop that, or are we just mentioning the crystal? How long have you been here?
Here, what, 7 months?
7 months. 7 months. That's just a little longer than us.
Then
Yes.
you. I've been here for 9 years in the material plane.
Oh. Oh yes. Sorry, Vanlin. I forgot about that.
I'm honestly surprised I never met you or heard anything about you earlier.
I was hiding with the Coven earlier.
Yes, you think blood rituals will be noticed, though.
No, this was back at the other place I was at. I wasn't banished to here, I was banished to somewhere else.
Oh, I was going to say, with how strict salvation is. Wait. Alright, in character, have I heard anything about Ishtar before?
From like Noko and Kosh, I believe, very briefly.
Is this from that other government I've heard about? Ishtar?
No, not from there. It was... How do I just... as a DM, do I just drop it? Do I just tell you the information
Yeah.
right here?
I mean, would he say it? He's
Yeah,
like, not really...
I mean, he wouldn't really care to tell you where he's from. I was on a place, in a place, well, I started off in, oh god, think back now. America, that was where it was, yes.
Huh?
And there was a war,
No.
What?
and then it was New America.
Is this guy tied to City Lights?
Oh my god, I recognize his token!
And then I was in Saint
my
Anna
God!
doing blood rituals.
Holy
And then I was shot
Oh my
many
God.
times, and because of that I am stuck here in the in-between instead of what my plan was to be back where I came from. And so now I'm
Dang,
here,
Naomi, you really screwed him over twice, huh?
trying
Holy
to find a way back.
So this man's original Way Home campaign.
All figured out and everything. I was this close. Oh, I was so damn close.
Oh, we did that!
Dang, you guys really screwed him over twice, huh?
Now, why y'all keep fucking this poor man over, man?
So over a course of a couple hundred years, I don't know, 120 plus, give or take, I killed a couple dozen people, used their blood to regain the power of magic I lost, because there's no magic there, and I finally had enough to this ritual, this goddamned ritual. So, my plan does not work, due to the fact that if I tried doing mass murder here, I'd be shot after, like, a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yes, you see our issue.
Option B, though, with this gateway device, I believe is handheld, though.
Oh.
A handheld individual.
It is for singular
Teleport.
person travel, but with what I've deciphered,
Thank you.
I can figure out how to make it work, at least for maintain singular people, because I have, as well, from this archive, found the way they use their... like teleportation like to where from, but they maintain longer. Instead of having it be like an instant flash and you're gone, you can move multiple through in a couple of minutes, and then close whenever you'd like.
Damn.
So through the combination of that and this gateway device,
That's very
I was
helpful.
thinking of making like a maintained version of the singular person travel, but multiplied. I'm not sure how to do that exactly. If you have any leads, by any means, I'd welcome to give them my notes.
So you just need.
I need an actual gateway or device that could move multiple instead of singulars.
Like the one Hulk's making?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well, Tola is one of the only relatively aligned people in the kingdom. She works the little magic shop. She's been helping us research planar gateways and traveling back home.
Okay, and where is this Tola?
In the kingdom, in her magic shop.
And I will head there, post-haste.
What have we done?
I will relay my mission to this Tola in the magic shop. Hopefully she can progress this gateway and find a way to get us back.
We do have to warn. She will probably tell you're an outsider, and she does work for the kingdom.
That's great to hear.
Just don't associate yourself with us.
I'm an archmage and I can stop time. I'll be fine.
She lives in time.
Excuse me, what?
Yes.
I don't think you can lie to her.
She actually created this, and I show him a time stop orb.
What is that? An orb?
It stops time.
It's a device that can stop time? I spent my entire life wanting to stop time, and she's making devices that can just do it on a whim?
Well, according to how she works, I think she spends entire lifetimes at a time in that shop in her perception of time.
I have no clue how time works personally. I thought I did, but I guess I was wrong. I will find this Tola and spend decades of life making sure this device I'm making works then. If you need to contact me, I can contact you too. I've seen your face, and I have your scroll.
My name
That's
is
a long
Venlin,
time.
if you need it.
Yes, however, if you're wanted by the kingdom, that's a problem for you. I cannot be caught with you. I'm just an outsider, technically speaking. While I'm a mass murderer in 2 different places, here I'm just a guy.
Yeah, you've got no record.
So,
my goodness.
I'll be your broker of information on how the gateway device is going, and if we need further information or resources. I have to first get to the mainland and into the capital city. Great.
Yes. Tola will be pretty helpful. She seems to have taken liking to outsiders.
Okay.
Are you sure there's nothing we can call you? I know you've forgotten your name, but
You can just call me Ark.
One minor thing. I do not question your intelligence, but to get into her shop, you have to align both the clocks. I've seen a couple people struggle with it.
Oh, the idiot.
come on, Ben.
Zavari.
Never struggled with it.
I thought you were one of the first people that was like,
Eric struggled.
Oh, man. It's because he's short. Leave him
You
alone.
see him, like, finish writing down notes, and he goes, "After 7 months, finally a further breakthrough. Thank the gods, finally. You're coming along with good luck, it seems. I have been waiting here, studying every scroll and book in this damned archive. No offense. Looks at the Wayfinder, or the Chaos Warrior. For the most part. I have noticed in their glyph casting of magic. It's nice and all, but not my forte. Great theory, though. Wonderful theory. I might utilize it in future studies. Perhaps I can make my undead cast spells.
I don't think that would
I can
be
make, like,
possible.
Lesser
There's a
Lich
lot-
or something.
Hey, maybe be done with the lich things.
It's, I mean,
At
I've
least
been...
one.
All I've known is, like, liches and undead and murder.
Speak.
All of those things get shot around here.
Well, when I get back to material plane, I'm going to be shot anyways, won't I?
It's
I mean,
been a while.
I doubt they'll have a record of you after this long.
Oh, you're right. A whole new world
Yeah,
to
you
start
can
off
start
in.
from scratch.
Yes, do remember, they did succeed against the war on Zen. That would be probably overshadowing any other.
So do
thing.
not mention any alliance with the Zens that I'm hearing right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
On that plane, yes.
Excellent. Well, I know here it works. They worship this guy.
Yeah. The All is what they call him.
Yes, I'm aware. He's all... I know he's very strong and powerful and whatnot. I respect it. However, once again, gods are a bit phooey in my opinion.
Yeah. Don't we know?
Pleasure reconnecting with old faces.
There's only one old face, though.
I'm going to make my way to the capital city, change my disguise. I've been wearing these drab rags here because they...
Oh, do you have...
I can get clothing. I can disguise myself if I
I mean, do you have spell?
Do I have what?
Do you have a spell? The teleport spell? Do you have a way to
I'm
teleport?
going to
Are
use
you
the
gonna
circle.
walk?
I'm going to use the circle in their office.
Their office. Instead of like water cooler talk, it's teleportation circle talk.
That being the case, I bid you all adieu. I will try to keep in contact, but I have finally made a breakthrough thanks to your assistance, and I would like to act on it now.
Yes, make haste.
He walks out.
Good luck,
Zavari.
Wait, is he going to talk to Tola?
Finland.
That's his plan. You.
Bro, I
you
wish
all
I
went
should have
and-
told him to add the top Tola. I said hi.
You all, no, he doesn't want to be associated with us. That's a bad idea.
Oh.
You all seem to have done quite a lot.
What do you mean?
Banished a necromancer, huh? And nothing bad came of it?
Define bad.
Banishment around here probably leads to the prosecutors showing up.
Yes,
But
in the
if he really
material
was
plane.
from that material plane, then why didn't he come back?
I think when he was first banished, the spell was if you concentrate on if the spell is completed, then the banishment is permanent. If you're banished from a plane that isn't your own, then you're banished back to your original plane. But I don't think what he was doing was a banishment. I think it was just pure planar travel.
I see. But, have you ever heard of America before?
No. Why do you ask?
It was interesting. He spoke of yet another plane that we have nothing to do with. And getting shot.
Also, I should mention there's no mask. The guy has no mask. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, you mentioned the paint.
Yeah, his paint's gone. He has no mask. I mean,
Well,
technically,
then,
technically, should have no clothes
I mean,
either.
at this point, I'm done.
Guess I'll look at other books, bro. Like, he's gonna go do all the planar travel research. I don't need to do
Shinra,
anything.
Eric, and
I hope
Aaliyah.
he makes it home.
Shinra, Eric, and Aaliyah. You watch a guy walk into the office. He stops and looks at your entire group and goes,
Oh, great, they're all here.
walk over to the desk.
Do I know you, sir?
No, not at all. Never met in
Do I
our
know
lives. Never met in our lives. Never met in our lives.
Oh, okay.
Talks,
Okay.
Cool.
talks to Zealot
Would
for
I-
a second. I mean,
I like.
his face. I mean, probably.
Really?
No, sorry, no, sorry. No, you wouldn't, because he wore paint before.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, there's no way we would recognize him. He was one of a lot.
Yeah, a lot of archmages.
Yeah, all the other killing.
He talks to the Zealot for a second and walks over here and goes, if I wouldn't mind getting off the circle for a second, I have somewhere to be.
Oh, of course.
I'll give him a name now, actually. Let me give him the nameplate, finally.
Ark. Son of Ark.
Oh,
Dude, when he was like, I'm
Arc
from
with
America,
a-
I was like,
oh,
okay,
it
this
is
is
Arc
a
with
joke.
an A.
And he's a new America. And I was like,
He's an archmage. That's there. It's an archmage. He's just called Arc.
Second that he said like Saint Anna, I was like, oh no, we did that.
You watch the Zealot kind of walk over to the circle and put his hands on it, and the guy goes, oh, by the way, I do know you. And vanishes.
Huh?
I don't know that.
Bro, I don't know.
Vanillins
that
of
guy,
what are you guys
bro.
looking at in there?
I'm so happy.
Well, given that he's probably doing all the planar travel stuff, I don't know what else to inquire about at the moment.
Gabe added Easter eggs in his fucking game.
He never died at the end of the game. He just vanished.
Yeah, he just vanished.
Yeah,
This is
he
so
did.
great. I love this.
Oh my god.
I want to see Devin's reaction. I told him to look at the.
Oh, shit. What did Devin say?
He didn't say anything yet.
Yeah,
He's too busy playing Halo Infinite like a gamer.
forward.
What a fucking game. Like, gamers are always the same. No lie.
Can't stop him.
Oh, Mason. But yeah, so I guess if you guys are looking in that room, y'all welcome to get a long rest. No one's been looking at in the archives anymore, unless you're looking for something in there, Zavari, exactly.
I'm gonna get that long rest because I'm still injured.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that long rest too.
Oh wait,
Deal with the
Benlin!
Huh?
I forgot that scrying spell you cast. Roll me a d20, please.
Oh my gosh, it's literally been, like, in real life, 2 hours.
I know. I
in
just
game.
remembered. It was the first spell you cast since last session.
16.
Ah, okay.
Drops dead instant.
Oh, thank goodness.
Uh,
Yeah, Zavari sees me die
so you're,
again.
you're not
yeah.
sure. You're not sure. So you're not sure why, but as you casted scrying, you took 9 points of psychic damage.
Hey, yo, dang, I got a migraine.
Yeah, that's all that happened though.
Actually, that's enough to almost entirely kill 2 civilians.
Yeah.
So, Vinland, who did you try to scry on?
You don't freaking know. Where are you again? Yeah, that's what I thought.
The rest of you
No,
guys, are you guys gonna rest in the base here? You're gonna rest over somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is the only
I'm
comfy place, bro.
No mansion. You're gonna rest in the.
I'm
Hey, wait,
probably
where's
gonna
the
rest in the
food? I
base.
want food. Give me food.
Oh yeah, I want to eat first.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
is
eat.
it your
Freely.
mama's famous
Get me
gumbo
out.
ad?
You still gonna study in there, Zavari?
Yeah.
Stuck in the wall. No, I'm not. I'm
It's my mama's famous crocodile bonsai.
Not again. Please leave Mr. O. Please leave Mr. O out of
God.
this.
Now, Jang, this is Mama's famous gumbo. I once put my...
I wanted to ask the question.
Slatini.
Is you hear me?
What? I can hear. Wait, Tarek? What did you just say?
I asked the big dude.
Oh, the Zealot? Yeah, go ahead. What are you asking him?
Ask if you knew anything, or if you had anything in this life.
No, I don't believe we do.
Wait. Didn't even. How do you know?
Oh, you were cutting out, my bad. I thought you said if you needed anything from RPG.
No, I was asking you.
I heard my boy speaking in languages I never heard.
Guys, shit right dark. Guys, shit right dark. Hold on, I hear talk.
Lab that could help me with this, and then I pull out.
I don't believe so, but if you'd like me to look into it, I can.
No.
Very well.
So y'all eating and getting a long rest? Are you gonna rest in the bedroom, or are you guys gonna use the mansion?
I think it'd be safer to use the
Is the mansion an option? I'm not sure if the mansion's an option at all.
It's an option.
Okay.
I have enough.
Just making sure. Okay. In that case,
Yeah, yeah.
Rub.
what are you looking for?
Okay,
What are you looking for,
let's
Zavari?
do man.
We're gonna
What are you looking for, Zavari?
I'm looking at.
Bro, who eating like that?
What was that?
This is some good soup.
What did you say, Naomi?
I'm looking for glyph spells and seeing if there's like a way I can, I don't know, like add some more, like they're like copying a spell scroll, like from the wizard class, or like I don't know, just anything that would like.
I will give you access to a new glyph spell. I've just made a few, after all.
Oh,
By a few, I made like 2.
that's a.
What level are you? You're not high for casting anything super crazy.
I'm not.
Actually, I'll do you one. No, that's 3rd level. I was wrong.
I think I could get it to level.
No, I mean like 3rd level glyph caster in general. Here, good. Now I can know the spell. There are the spells. I'll say right now, I'll give you your pick of. You can cast 3rd level spells, right? Glyph caster spells.
Yeah, but it's like an upcast.
Okay. I'm gonna roll one of the spells. There's 1, 2, 3,
Wait,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 3rd level spells. Go ahead and roll me. Actually, I'll roll D14 and see which one they have access to right now.
This.
Because they have glyphs from. I'll give you one from each level. I'll give you innate, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Wait, 2nd level glyph caster, I can get 3rd level glyphs by upcasting, right?
Yeah. It's always one level above slots you have.
Does this mean that the Axis powers are canon?
Oh my god!
Hey, what have you done?
Oh dear god! What have I done?
I don't think I can get 3rd level. Wait, I don't think I can get 3rd level.
Okay, then your options, you can get innate, 1st, 2nd. Oh yeah, innate in the 1st, 2nd if you'd like. And I will.
I'm not saying it's the graph on the Google Doc is.
I know you're good.
Okay.
Here, what? I'll give you this one right here. I'll give you. I will give you. Actually, I'll let you choose. Do you want an innate one, a 1st level one, or a 2nd level one? I'll let you choose.
Oh God, I don't know.
Just pick one. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll give you a good. I'll roll and hopefully get you a good one from any of those lists.
I don't know.
So I'd say copying one down will take a bit of time. They are glyphs. You have to like inscribe the paint onto your arm and everything like that. It's a process. So
it's not an innate glyph that already exists, right? Like one that I don't know, or is it like are these like covenant spells, like limited edition, or is it like?
I mean, if you want, I can do one of those instead. I can give you one of the ones from the actual sheet. If you want a new one, I can make a new one, I suppose.
No, I don't want to do it. You don't do all that. That's a lot of work. I'll take a second.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Number 3. Oh.
That's a nice one. She can make people shit themselves. That's crazy.
Shinra, you have no more feet. You fall.
Finally, monk, no feet.
Here you go. I'll put it in the. I'll put it in. I'm looking at what Ray said. Okay, yeah, I'll put it in the... I'll just DM it. It's too much work. I'm lazy.
Wow, you're so uncool. I want to see
That's
it.
one. That's
I
the one.
wanted to
That's the
see
one you
it.
got right there.
What did he get? Or she get?
It's a cyclable glyph spell.
Oh.
I can put it
Your
in.
glyphs. Hand them over.
Why can't we just all get good? I could just make.
Too late. I'm already a warlock.
But yeah, if you guys are done studying around, you can get that long rest done.
Oh,
Haha, joke's on
right.
you. 4-hour long rest.
I'm gonna go do the long rest thing.
I'll check.
Yeah, I'll find somewhere good to lay down. Meditate.
We gotta do in the mansion, as what I was told. So I'm gonna put you on the mansion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's everyone right now? What the hell? What the hell? Oh. Why is Jackson? Get out of here, dead dog.
There's too much pepper in that mansion.
But Zavari here. I'll put Ray in the bathroom.
My home.
Eric in his room. Oh no, he's not here. I forgot.
I'm so sad.
Shinra in his room.
What did you do with Jax?
Why are you sad?
He died in the last
Where
fight,
is he?
Tark. He
My
died.
boy.
What did you do with Jax?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you all bed down, Zavari. You get that glyph casting spell in there. I think it's time for a long rest, isn't it, everyone? A long overdue long rest.
I hate this.
We're not near that whole thing going on over there. So hopefully the old one dreams will stop. Right? I'm not jinxing anything by saying this out loud.
I hate that laugh. Just
I
do
do
it.
too.
Just hit me.
Let's
with the
start off.
dream.
We'll start off with Aaliyah. You're right. We'll start off with Aaliyah. She's fun. We'll start off with Aaliyah.
Oh, God.
Aaliyah, as you get into your room,
I'm so ready to box a god.
as you sit in your room ready to go for bed, you lay in bed, unsure of what will happen if you sleep, and then there's a faint knock on your door while you're laying in bed.
What?
Oh God.
Oh god. I get up and I answer the door.
You walk over to the door of your room, kind of getting up from your comfortable position you were in. As you open the door, that's odd. The hall wasn't white before. Neither was your room.
No.
Are you awake?
No. Can I go down the hall?
No. You wake up in your bed. That's the next morning though, you wake up in your bed though.
Bro, imagine if she walked in a hall and she just saw Shinra just floating.
And now, here we go.
Why?
Yeah, actually I'm gonna, hang on, give me a second, I gotta fix something real quick for Eric.
Huh?
I gotta fix something for you real quick.
What do you mean?
I gotta change the music also, I forgot. Cause it's dream time. I just typed in the chat, that looks so dumb.
Green
Is there
thumb.
specific dream music?
No, it just depends on my vibe, what kind of dream it is, honestly.
Weak.
What do you mean weak? Should we have like just dream music on standby? Okay.
Why
Sorry.
don't you have dream music on standby?
I don't, because dreams are, I mean, I can't just do it
At
for...
DM?
Alright, no one gets dreams anymore.
Okay.
That's fine. Dreams are not a positive thing here.
Active dreams.
That's it. You all lucid dream now. Let's go.
The whole game.
This whole campaign.
Yo, you wake up and you're back in like the frickin'
But if
inn
you
like before a
close your
fight.
eyes, hey,
Brimstone still stands.
The only progress we actually made were the fruits along the way.
Whoa, Venlin, but yo, Venlin's Tabaxi slave is still alive. Let's go.
No, no.
Slavery. Gabe endorses slavery.
Always has.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought he was Mexican.
What?
What?
Eric.
Oh my gosh.
Eric,
Yes.
you are in darkness. The figure about far off in the distance, back turned to you as you approach. Or sorry, back turned to you. You don't not as you approach. It's far away. Back is turned.
Can I approach?
Oh yeah, by all means. And as you
Okay,
approach, he turns to face you.
The talks we have were enjoyable, but this will be the last. I will always remain in your soul should you seek guidance. I can speak, but just so you know, it's never been me speaking to you. I've always been your inner thoughts, but with the spirit of all that you have connected to, I became something different. I am a spiritual guide for you and you alone, and I will never be gone. If your spirit is in turmoil, focus on me and you will find peace. Remember, Eric, the people here have different thoughts than you and your friends. They hold different morals. They suffered far more than you will ever understand. Their pain will never be your own, but with that, the power you have, it is your duty to show them good can come from anything. They fear outsiders. They fear magic. They fear God because all have harmed them detrimentally. Paranoia stems from misunderstanding. Your mistrust and disdain will never lead that bear to being broken. You'll never change minds if you never speak truthfully. You'll never create peace if you don't try to understand the other side, and you will never understand the other side if you mock their beliefs. Mistrust creates mistrust, and death begets death.
As the darkness kind of recedes from your vision, you see like hundreds of bodies of those that you have slain, both good and bad, kind of strewn about you. Just endless, an ocean of bodies. And you wake up.
Has it been 8 hours?
Well, first, Eric, before we get to that point, where'd it go? I lost it just now. As you kind of wake up, or I guess as you kind of come from the deeper kind of REM sleep state of mind that you were currently in when you were, of course, dreaming, you feel this faint power swelling, a focused power as you look to the crystal next to you that's been granted through this crystal oil you possess. The metaphorical glass of look that embodies your mortal vessel nearly overflowing lists to one side. The floor that symbolizes the energy you hold on the precipice of spilling, but before the liquid can overflow, it freezes in space. Just to remove the glass. This power is your own. Even when you are pushed to the very limits, you must control it. You must focus it. You must shape it. And so you shall. That's for tonight's session. Eric, please add 1 level of Paladin if you don't mind.
Nice!
Yo.
And that's for tonight's session.
That's the most chill end of a session in a while.